Yeah, let me introduce myself. You may be knowing, just for at least recording purpose. Yeah. So this is Ravikanth Miriyala, qualified in November 2006. Okay, right. So 20 years of post qualification, and did my articles with Pricewaterhouse, PwC, Bangalore, and post qualification also with them for approximately 2 years, and then moved to Deloitte. Deloitte for US GAAP and IFRS basically. Okay, and then I left Deloitte and started my practice plus teaching. Okay, so that was in Hyderabad for some time. Then came to Bangalore, Yeshas Academy. So from 2011 onwards with Yeshas Academy. So doing practice on IND AS, not regular practice of TDS or GST or income taxes. That is nothing. Only on IND AS. IND AS and financial reporting basically. Okay, any kind of special assignments, that much only we do. Fine. Yeah. With respect to books, yes, there are some 6 books. Helped ICA on one book, that is on Financial Reporting Review Board, FRRB. I'm a technical reviewer of FRRB. FRRB, have you heard? Mostly not. Correct. No? Yeah, not a problem. The FRRB, what FRRB does? FRRB picks the financial statements of different companies to a motor basis. Okay, and whether the financial statements are presented correctly or not. And if it is not presented properly, I mean, small mistakes are there, means then FRRB will tell that auditor first, right? These are the mistakes we have identified. You should not repeat such kind of things. Okay, one warning they will send, right? If it is repeated once again, it will go to disciplinary committee of ICAI, right? So what do? We check the financial statements and then we'll report it to ICAI. ICAI will take care of it at a later point of time. And there is one more QRB, Quality Review Board of ICAI. There I'm not a member, but I have assisted on different audits. Okay, that is Quality Review Board is more, more dangerous. More dangerous in the sense we'll go to the auditor's place. We'll ask them to show the audit file. We'll see their workings, everything we'll see, whether you have done the correct job or not. If not, it will be very serious repercussions. Okay, right. So as part of that, recently we went for, another big four audits also. We do it actually. I mean, whoever have done will be verifying as part of it. But throughout this period of, my experience, I worked on majorly either an audit or IND AS assignments only, right? So whatever the subject we are going to discuss, which is part of your syllabus, is already applied by me practically. Okay, so that much I can give you a lot of practical knowledge if you want. Yes, we can give you examination oriented. Obviously, that is first priority. Fine, right? So, with respect to books, you are going to get a book that is IND AS Made Easy, which is written by me. It is into 2 volumes. Volume 1 will be like concept book. Volume 2 will be practice book. Right. We'll discuss, is it sufficient, something else to be done. We'll discuss on that. Fine. So this is about me. Right. Let's discuss about our why we met here. Correct. No? That is first priority important. Right. See, as you know, that is first paper, that is FR. Correct. This is paper number 1. Right. Anyhow, that is marks for obviously 100 marks paper. Right. How many marks you want to get? 105. Huh? How many? How many you want to get? What's your target? Sir, 50 sufficient or 60 better? What is your expectation first? I'll tell you what is that you should do, what is that I will also do. First, I'll tell what I should do. But before that, I should need to know target also, no? Yeah. Let me keep a target. So let me say target is equal to 80 plus 100 is too much actually. Okay, right. So 80 plus will keep. Right. So when you say 80 if I get, you should be very happy, right? So when you say 80, it doesn't mean that I will skip some chapter or some, no, nothing. We'll teach 100%. Okay, 100%. But in exam, one or two bounces will be there. Correct now. That is not as your expectation. How much ever you learn, how much ever you teach, one or two new points can come. Can come. It may come, may not come. Correct now. So recent paper was very easy. Not that I mean, at least okay, fine. I'll feel that that's not a big bouncer. AFM was a bouncer. That's what I heard. Fine. Forget about it. So there can be one or two questions bouncers. That's why I'm making a provision for 20 marks. Correct? 80 marks will be our target. I hope that will be fine. Right. Next, one more question I want. How many of you writing in May? Okay, one, two, three, only three. Okay, online, how many of them? Okay, I think, yeah. Yes, they'll let me know. Anyhow, fine. So if you are writing May, as you know, your preparation has to be correct up to the mark. You don't have an option. Right? How many of you writing in 26 first? I mean, either September or January also I'll consider. January 27 also I'll consider. So 26. So rest of you, 27, 28, anybody? Okay, very few. They are also fine. But see, actually there is nothing major in the pipeline. Okay, I mean to say IFRS 17, that is IND AS 117 we call, that is not applicable even if it becomes active. Okay, because it is insurance company related. Insurance is a special industry standard. So that's why it is not applicable to yourself. It will not come into. IFRS 18 is there, that may come in 2028 somewhere. But that is only presentation standard, right? But nothing you are going to lose. When I am teaching, I can intimate you, you can come also, or we'll make the video available to you. Whichever you are comfortable, 100% fine. But other than that, there is no major amendment is expected. Because how do you know that? How do you know this? What is there in the loop of IASB, that is known. Okay, International Accounting Standard Board. Fine. That same thing only will happen at ASB level also, Accounting Standard Board level. Hope you understood. Right. So that's why nothing major is going to happen. Right. Recently also one small amendment has come, that is not applicable to 2020-26. It is applicable only for 2020-27. That too one small change. One change. It used to be current, I mean, it used to be non-current liability. Now it will become current liability. That's the change. Okay, right. I'll deal it separately. I'll deal that separately. There's nothing that you are going to lose. Fine, right. So for target of this much, what is that? What is that? My job. That is my duty. And what is your duty? Right. First, let me tell what is my duty. See, first, that is first teaching. Correct? No, whatever is required. Right. What do you cover? Only 80%. As I told you, no, we'll cover 100% of syllabus. Even theory concepts also I'll explain. Right? Yeah. So 100% from my side, I'm committed. Perfect. Right. How many days? How many days do you teach? Yeah. How many days in the sense? 70 to 75 days approximately it will take. Okay. 70 days. I will keep it. So 2.5 months approximately make in your mind. Is it fine? Right. Because huge syllabus is there. I'll tell you what is syllabus also. You'll get to know. Okay. 35 standards are there. Okay. 35 standards are applicable to your attempt. One. So 35 standards is not a joke, no? Some standards are like IND AS 109. If you open the text, no, 280 pages will be there. One standard. So for that, we'll be spending approximately 8 to 10 days. We have to spend on financial instruments. Understand? 280 page I can't teach you in divided by 10 2.8 days. No, even I can teach, but you will not grasp. If you don't grasp, then life is gone as a chartered accountant, especially in financial reporting. Okay, few standards are there. Lifetime required. Lifetime required. If you want it to be in account side, even if you want to be in tax side also is required. Got my point? right? So that's why you need to focus. That is required for, what? Exam purpose. Yeah, exam purpose very much important. 16 marks minimum they are asking. Lifetime requirement also is there. So we need to focus on that. Right. So 70 days is what my minimum budget. It may go to 75. That is a maximum budget also, I tell you. Fine. Right. And the next point, what is that? Books. Books. Yeah. Books and notes, whatever it is. Yeah. My handwriting will be like this only, my dear. Don't expect any great improvement in this. I'm trying for last 15, 20 years to improve handwriting. Never happened. Fine. Right. So the books and notes, if we speak, whatever I am giving, the IND AS made easy. Correct? IND AS made easy. Yeah, that book is actually more than sufficient. Does it cover? Uh, does it cover ICI questions? Yes, it do cover. But if you try to compare one question to another question exactly, you may not get it. Yeah, why you will not get it? Only one reason I will tell you. Same concept I must have already incorporated in different question with different name and number already is there. So then why should I take the same as it is question? Not required. But if you see that question of ICI, will you be able to answer? That much you should check. Correct? Na? There is one question. Yeah, is it discussed? The concept is discussed in the classroom. Discussed. Are you able to answer that? Answer. What else you want? You want exactly name, date, number, paragraph, comma, full stop. Why do you want that? Correct? Na? Right. At your side, no. First and foremost thing. First, what is that you have to do? No, you have to trust me first. This is first important. Why are you telling like this? Already we paid money, no? Right. Right. You paid money, ma. I'll tell you, there's some recent incident. Some 5 days before this exam, some student called me. Sir, this question is not there in our material. A question not there. Right. But have I discussed the concept already in the class? He forgot that first. Okay, it was discussed under different, they have given under 109, but we have discussed under 116. Matter is same. Then I told him, boss, you check it under 116, my dear, you will find. Then he did 10 minutes search. Then he found. Abba happy. Why that doubt came first? I asked. Correct, na? He was asking at 11:30 in the night. You understood? I can understand his tension, Papa. Just 5 days later, exam is there. So then I called him. What is problem, my dear? Okay. No, no, sir. Some teacher told in YouTube. He question important. How he knows? First question, correct? We are writers, no, ma. How does he know that that question only will come? Has he said the paper? No. A question did not come. I was also curious, no. Correct. A question did not come only. Papa, he felt half day gone for him. Half day gone for him. You understood? Last minute, just before exam, 1 week, 10 days before, if you look at such kind of videos, especially, no, that's a suicide case, Nana. Frankly speaking. Correct, na? See, I taught the same question. I was able to tell boss, go to so and so page, or something somewhere in so and so standard. We discuss. Just look at it. करके, okay, we got it. Fine. Suppose you didn't get my position. Forget what is about your position. Your tension will peak. It will go to top level, na. You what else are missed? Nonsense doubts will come. Correct, na? Yeah. If you want to do any research and development, no, 2 months before you do. You got my point? Right. 2 months, last 2 months, if you do research, that teacher, every teacher is good teacher. Okay. But you will become bad student. Got my point? Right. Don't do that research before 2 months of exam. Before 2 months of exam. Everybody will do a business tactics. Correct na? This is important, that is important. As if I know I am only correct na setting the paper. You understand my point? No. Whatever we discussed, whatever we learnt, that itself is final. That is only going to exam. My target is 80 marks. Even some question comes, that is in 20 marks. Yes, first be confident. Correct, na? Last minute, if you try and listen to so many things, na, that you will be in big trouble, big trouble. Okay, that is recent experience of mine. That's why I'm telling you. First, you have to trust, right? Not only trust, you have to do so many other things. I'll tell you. Fine. So, books or notes, do you need to do anything? No, not required. Right. Sir, there are MCQs. Correct, na? MCQs, obviously, how many marks, my dear? 30 marks MCQ. So how do we tackle this? Only concept 100% will teach. Right. So my subject always, see, if you had learned from me in the past, CA Inter or somewhere, you must have learned like I'll go by conceptual oriented. Right. Sums will solve all the sums almost. Same similar sums I'll identify and I'll tell these are all the similar sums you have to try at your home. Correct. Na? That is normal. So concept clarity to 100% I can assure you. Right. I'll tell you practical scenarios also I can take and I can do it. With respect to MCQs, concept clarity is mandatory. If you don't have concept clarity, only some things, no, it will not work. This is for sure. The way they are framing the questions, no, if you see, very good level they are framing. It's not like initially they prepared dabba dabba. Now it's not like that. Now it's very good, still very good. Hope you got it right. So for this, you will get. I mean, our team will contact you. Yeshas Academy app. Okay, you will be downloading. Anyhow, since you have already enrolled for this, correct? Yeah, you will get like test series. One test series under test series MCQs. We made it free for everybody. It is not just for you alone. I only prepared all the MCQs. Okay, right. So approximately 25 to 26 standards I could make it. Another the 10 to 9 standards are there. The 10 to 9 standards in another 10 days, that also will make it available. Okay, it is available to every student. Any student, your friend, any of your friends also wanted to just, if they are struggling for MCQs, no? MCQs, very good conceptual MCQs are there. Numerical MCQs are also are there. Case study based MCQs are going to be, I mean, we are going to, what is that? We are going to install, put that information in the tab, but not yet happen. It will happen. It will happen maybe this month, everything will happen. That much I can tell you. Okay, anybody can just download the app Yeshas Academy. The free MCQ test is available. You check it. Okay, I told good question. First of all, answer is available. Explanation is also available. Immediately you will get to know. First one question you clicked A, right? No, C is answer. C also will come, and down me you will find why the explanation. Why it is C is right. That is also there. Hope you understood. Right. So I'll make you to 1 or 2 standards once we are done. Na? Then we'll see any questions are there from MCQs, that also we can discuss it in the classroom. Fine. So concept clarity, that is something. Okay, fine. Next, what is that? Are you supposed to write tests also? What do you feel? See, first of all, this is not a theory, FR. Correct. Na? So FR, if you want to crack, what is the solution? You mandatorily know it is practice is must. If you don't practice, don't expect too much. Correct, na? Right. You have to practice. That is from your side. Yeah. A practice, whether you have done correct practice or not, correct. Na? For that, I do conduct test. Okay. I am conducting test that will be on every Sunday. Yeah. How much time? That is only for 1 hour. How much ever you study, if you are not tested whether it is retained or not. Correct. Na? Retention also your job only, no? Agree or not? Retention is your job. Whether it is retained or not, whether you are able to link one concept with another concept or not. Agree? Right. So that's why I conduct every Sunday one test. The target will be till Friday. Correct. Now, till Friday, whatever we have discussed. Today, Friday, so this Sunday, obviously, no test. Next Sunday onwards, test will be there. Till Friday, whatever has happened, that 1 week, Friday to Saturday to Friday time, I'll be conducting one test. And is that's a no? Actually, two minimum mock papers. I will only prepare and I will set the paper. I'll give it to you. Right, whoever attempt is there, that will make it available to everybody, whoever wanted to come. 1 month before it will happen. Okay, minimum 1 month before it will happen. I hope you understand. Right, March ending, that is what I'm expecting. March ending, so that somebody is writing in May, they'll write the mock, and accordingly they will be able to correct. Now, if they want to learn more or correct themselves, that 1 month period will be sufficient for their preparation correction. Okay, right. So here what I said is the practice. First retention, practice, that is mandatory. Without practice, without retention, just correct na. I listened. This is not story. Correct. Na? This is not one cinema, just I listened and went. No, it will not happen. This is fact. This is fact. Unless until you practically correct na calculate what by what into what and all. Otherwise, you'll pakka miss out. This is the fact. Please take this into your mind. Mandatory that is. Right. Next one, next important your job. No, you have to attend the classes. You try to attend all the classes. If any 1 day or 2 days somewhere you are going out of station or something, you speak to our technical team. They will give you the access. Okay, you can sit at home 6:30 to 9:30. There also you listen face to face. I mean, live may listen karo. Are you getting my point? You have an option. Even though you are coming all the days face to face, some days if you are not coming face to face, whatever your personal reason, but it is possible for you to sit at home 6:30 to 9:30, speak to our team in advance so that they will send the link to you and just you can listen from there. I hope you understand. You commit your commitment first. That is more and more important to me. Your commitment is important. Okay, right. If you are really committed, na, it's 100%. I'll help you to clear. Your side commitment is not there. This side God also cannot help you. Agree? Correct. Now, first you wanted to clear. Do your responsibilities perfectly. Then things will happen smoothly. Right. Is it very difficult subject? First, correct. It is not very difficult, but it is very vast. Very vast. And if somebody tries to link with one to one, no, out. Got my point? Right. So if really somebody wants to tweak the question, if my target is like, no, people should not pass karke, if the paper, if I set the paper, no, mostly people will not pass. Very less percentage will come. That much possibility is there. Because it is vast and vast. So much of interlinking between one standard to another standard is a very, very deep also is there. But from ICA examination point of view, na, it's not that great. Okay, it is not that great. Aram say just follow the instructions, day-to-day instructions, correct? Na? Then it is very easy for you to clear. Fine. At the same time, your commitment is for what? Attending the classes is your commitment. At the same time, my dear, minimum 30 minutes. Minimum 30 minutes to 45 minutes or 45 minutes that you need to have a revision. Revision. This is very, 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 very important. Why this is important, I'll tell you. As I told you already, this is huge. Okay, too much interlinked. Too much interlinked. Suppose one government grant is there. Earlier we look at what? Accounting standard 12. Sufficient. Agree? Correct. Now I'll tell you. Now it is not just only accounting like one standard. IND AS 20 is for normal government grants. IND AS 41 is for agriculture related government grants. If the government grant is happening by giving a loan or something, then you are supposed to refer IND AS 109. You understood? One question they gave in the past, some eucalyptus tree, something like that they gave in the past. Same question can be answered in two styles by taking some assumptions. But earlier government grant means one standard you will refer over, finish. Now it is not. First you need to apply which standard is applicable first. There the problem can come. Hope you understood. But you wrote properly, but standard is not relevant. Then obviously 0 mark you will be entitled for. I hope that is clear. Right. So that's why a revision daily 30 minutes to 45 minutes, you are taking your time for your sake, for your career. This much you remember, not for my career, it is for your career. Then if you do that, job is done, my dear. We can say that you'll pakka pass. Fine. So these are my duties and these are your duties. Let's go ahead. Try to attend all the classes. Try to attend all the classes. Next. What do we discuss? I mean, what do we teach? What is the way? Right. The first 1 to 2 days I will tell. 2 days, lot of fundamentals are required. Fundamentals related to accounting standards, no, not related to accounting standard. Fundamentals related to IND AS is required. Right. Are they asking questions on fundamentals also? Have you seen by chance? Yes, they are asking. 4 to 6 marks fundamentals questions also coming. In 2024 May, right, one question has come, recognition conditions of asset and derecognition conditions of asset, you write for 4 marks. Right. If you remember in CA Inter by chance, okay, qualitative characteristics, have you heard? Correct, comparability, reliability, something understandability. That was also asked for 4 marks in CA final. That in September 25, if I remember. Either September or May. It is in 24-25 May, that was also asked. Okay. So it is like that. Fundamentals are very important. Is it fundamentals only for exam 4 marks purpose? No, these fundamentals are required for the understanding the next level of subject as well. Okay, right. So 1 to first 2 days fundamentals will happen with respect to IND AS. Very crucial, very much important. Without these fundamentals, you cannot understand the top level concepts. It will be very, very difficult for any person. Okay, right. So next onwards, what do we do? Next onwards, IND AS 10, which is equal to, right, we'll learn like IND AS 10. IND AS 10 is nothing but your accounting standard 4. Like IND AS 8, IND AS 37, IND AS, this is nothing but accounting standard. This is nothing but accounting standard 29. Like that, we'll go with next, we'll start with your asset related standards. That is fixed assets, intangible assets, investment property, impairment. 5 standards are there almost. Okay, like 6 standards we can make it. 6 standard set is related to this. Fine. Next, come to our study of 100 marks paper. Correct na? So totally how many topics are there? First of all, 35 IND AS are there. Plus 4 some miscellaneous topics are also there. Miscellaneous topics are there. Miscellaneous topics say, do you get marks? Yes, we'll get some 4 to 6 marks. We'll get from here also. Do we discuss? I already told we'll discuss 100%. Right. This out of 35 standards may, correct na? 35 standards may, then I can say like 95 marks will come from this 35 standards only. If you leave that 4 to 6 marks from there, 95 marks will come from this. Out of 95 standards, my dear, I'll tell some 12 standards are there. 12 standards are there. These are all important standards. This will only give you 50% of weightage. 50% of weightage is coming from 12 standards. Then balance how many? Balance are 23 standards. Correct. Now balance 50% of weightage is 23 standards. Now your things are spread it. Correct. Now 50 marks from 23 standards are coming. Now this is our analysis. I hope you understood. Now which 23 standards you need to read. God knows which standard will be tested which time. That is the problem. Here there won't be any problem. Like majorly, I'll tell you which are the standards. First and foremost standard, financial instruments. Financial instrument. Yeah, financial instrument like IND AS 109. Okay, IND AS 109, 107 and 32. Okay, that itself will come for 16 marks. Minimum 16 marks questions will come from one standard. I mean, all together is equal to one topic. Standard numbers are 3, but topic is 1. Okay, right. Next, what is the next one? IND AS 103, business combination, which is amalgamation. Okay, and next, consolidation. Yeah, consolidation, again 4 standards. I can not 4 standards, 5 6 standards I should keep it here. That is IND AS 27, IND AS 28, IND AS 110, 111, 112. These 5 standards related to consolidation. Consolidation, is there a question? Every time 14 marks question is there. You check randomly. Very rarely question may be missed, but 90% is consolidation question is there. Okay, right. That's all, not that's all. Next, SBP, share based payments, that is IND AS 102. ESOPs related, like 6 marks weightage. But whether the question will come, yes, very high frequency is there here. Next, this is required for throughout life. IND AS 115, that is revenue. Revenue from contracts with customers. Revenue, basically sales. How to book the sales. When to book, what extent you are supposed to book. 8 marks question. Sometimes 12 marks also it will become. 8 plus 4, something like that. Okay, and the next important standard I will tell, that is IND AS 116, that is leases. These are all the 50% criteria standards. Okay, right. Do we need to get grip of this, my dear? Akka, my dear, it is very much required. Okay, 50%, that confidence only will be different. Correct. If you are very good at this level, you can say, okay, my 50 marks ko minimum I can attempt. Right. Here the problem starts. Correct. Because balance 50 marks from many standards. Now you cannot guess here. Guessing will become very, very difficult. Correct. Now, out of 23 standards, may tell me, 50 marks may, okay, 4 marks. Correct. Now 4 marks, one question you take it. Not even 4 actually, 6 can become actually. 4 marks means how many questions, my dear? 11 questions approximately. 11, 12 questions. Correct. Na? 12 questions you take it. 23 may 12 questions means 50-50 chance for every standard. It may be tested, it may not be tested. And again, actually, this is also not correct. Even not even 12 standards. They will be keeping it in the MCQ. One question only will come. 2 marks question can come. 2 marks question can come. Are getting my point? In the MCQ, they will keep one linked one. That's it. Only 2 marks ko test kiya. Oh yeah, that's it. I'm not testing once again. Okay, so the problem always starts with here, right? But is it required for lifetime? Yes, very much required for lifetime, except very few standards go, you can take it light. We'll discuss, that's fine. I mean, just before examination, what I'm talking. Learn as if that is only coming in the examination from day one, that will be helpful to you. Because once you are qualified, when you go for interview, what will be tested, my dear friend? They'll ask you to prepare consolidation. Interview mein what will be tested? These basic concepts only. Concepts can come, first concept can come from 109. Same sequence it will come almost. 109, 115, 116, 102. Okay. All these concepts only will be tested. Not the 16 marks questions they will never ask. And correct, na? PPE, property related standards. I told na 6 standards are there. Like 16, 36, 38, 40, 41, and 105. All together in one bunch may will clear it. And 20 also we can add government grants related to that only. Okay, right. So I'll take care of that. What is the sequence will be suitable to you? That is to make you understand the concept very clear, right? So I think that is clear. Our focus will be on everything, but more focus will be on this 50% wala, because every attempt may it is being asked. Every attempt may almost it is being asked. The frequency is very, very high level. Okay, but it's not that we are ignoring anything. No, we will not ignore, but more focus, more sum solving, correct? Na? That will be on this area, so that you will feel comfortable in the exam hall also, in the practical life also, because these are all important things for life, important things for exam as well. Both. It is not like two different things, right? Any question from your side before starting? Nothing? Clear? You understood now what you need to do. Correct. Now, when you wanted to be successful, you cannot sell, Sir Ravi. You only should do everything. I'll not do anything, and I should be successful. This is called too much. Correct? No, it will never happen. Correct? No? And as you already know, just because you paid money, you will not pass. Because you put the effort, na, then you will pass. Your commitment should be there, right? I know whenever it comes to the classes, as a student, I was also a student. We also came from that place to this place, right? Somebody called me. That may be word. I mean, not at all required. But mind detail, that is more important rather than class. Agree or not? Everything is important other than class. This is normal mindset of any student, not 1, 2, 3. Got my point? But you please try to prioritize it. Try to understand. Okay? No, class we need to attend. The only one thing I'll tell you, with my lot of experience in this field, especially the pen drive wala, okay, right. 90% of the people who have taken the pen drive have come for extension. 1 year time also not happened. They couldn't complete in time. Is it true? Correct, na? Next. Will it happen 3 hours subject, 3 hours may only it has to happen, Amma. If it happens in 1.5 hour, it will happen in that way only. It will come so fast, it will go out also in the same speed. 1.5 speed, if you keep, no, 1.5 speed में चले जाएगा. Correct. No, digestion का capacity, some naturally whatever is supposed to happen will happen. Okay. The benefits are there in the class. 3 hours, whether you sit live or whether you sit physically here. 3 hour subject, if it happens in 3 hours, you will understand concept. There should be some time should be given for the mind also to digest. Agree or not? Cannot happen everything like fast. If it happens, you will face the problem. Okay. I am telling you, we have interviewed people for different firms. They have got 60 marks, 70 marks in FR. Okay. I left to them which standard you are good at. You tell me. Not I don't want to pick my standards. If I try to pick my standard, you will not stay there. Correct na? You tell you what you like. Basics illa. Fundamentals illa. Got it? Then how do you get job first? Salary bath later. You should get in. Once I say yes, you are selected, then we will discuss salary. Agree or not? If I don't select only, then where is the concept of salary here? Understand? So my students should not come to that category. That is what my expectation, minimum expectation. And I feel that is my responsibility, but my responsibility is limited. If you don't come to class, what can I do? Nobody can do anything. Fine? Chalo. So let's start our session. Right. Yeah, I have few slides, my dear. Not everything I have slide actually. Okay. Right. So few slides, what do we do? Sir, do you give this slide to us? Yeah, we'll give, obviously. Okay, we'll share it. In the app, in the Yeshas Academy app, you will get by end of the day, our people will contact how to log into the app and etc. They will tell you, they'll guide you. Otherwise, also you can call back us. Okay, I hope you understood what I said. And these slides, I'll give it in the Telegram also, I can give, not a problem for me. And we'll put whenever you are seeing the video, next to that, there will be one file. You don't need to search. If it is in your mobile, no, it will be so many classes you must have listened from different subjects you must have listened. It will be scattered, correct? Na? Right. So we'll keep the video there and next file also will come. Just click, that also will open. I hope you understood. Whatever I am writing, I'll give it to you. Right? But my suggestion always when I'm writing, na, please you also write. Right? Because sometimes my handwriting I only can't read. So you don't dare don't dare that you will do it. Okay? It's okay, up to you. I'll give it to you, I said. Fine. That's not that my job is done with that. Fine. Chalo. Let's start. Yeah. This is a beautiful subject. If you remember accounting standards, okay. If you used to like example, if you used to like accounting standard, you'll stop liking accounting standards. I'll challenge. And you'll start loving this IND AS. It's that beautiful. Okay. Right. I have a lot of patience. With the patience only, I'll teach you. You also, after going home or whenever you open the book, think practically. In my, so right, some company you saw, whichever you company, wherever you are working, maybe IND AS is not applicable to that company. How will you account this in IND AS, sir? Yes, sir, think that way. Then you will start enjoying the subject. Okay. So end of the day, you passed FR, but you are not able to do lease accounting also you can't do. Then what kind of chartered accountant you are? Agree or not? Is it required, not required? Basic. Now, I'm not asking you need to be expert in accountancy, not required. At least basic things. Basic things are you supposed to do or not? Required. So, I wanted to make you that. That's my always wish. Fine? Right. But your effort, and your support is very much important. Hello. So this I will be giving you the slide, but better my suggestion is to you write it. If you write na, then the I told na, right. It will be taking little time. Let it take, not a problem. Slide will come. Even by chance something missed out, nothing to worry. Correct na. That small portion missed out, space chod do. Then later you copy paste. Correct na. Which slide or something you will get to know. Obviously, automatically you will get to know. Right. Today, tomorrow, do not expect like something hi-fi in days it will happen. Nothing will happen hi-fi. Okay. But fundamental without ABCD fundamental properly, na, I cannot teach you hi-fi. Financial instruments go directly if I go, na, then tomorrow you will not come only. SR is talking some language, yes, Greek or Latin, something like that. Yes, it will become Greek or Latin to you later. So that will not happen. I know when to feed what. I am expert in that. Fine. So, IND AS Indian Accounting Standards, when is it notified? It is notified on 16th February 2015. Right. Just a second. Yeah. So, it is notified in 16th February 2025. Sorry. Yeah. So, MCA notified this in 2015. Fine. Right. So, is it applicable for, first of all, it is applicable only to companies. It is applicable only to companies. Is it applicable for non-corporate entities? No, it is not applicable. Sir, but voluntarily we want to follow. I'm a partnership firm. I'm a LLP. Got my point? Right? I want to follow this voluntarily. No, my dear. It is for non-corporate entities. It is not applicable. Even voluntarily also, no. Voluntarily also it is not applicable, first of all. Hope you understood. Right. What did I say? It is applicable only for companies. For non-corporate entities. Non-corporate means other than company. Partnership firm, cooperative society, trust, or LLP, anything. No, it's not applicable. First of all, not applicable. Voluntarily, we want to follow. Voluntarily, also, you are not supposed to. Okay, but there is one small exception. Okay, REIT, have you heard REIT? You must have heard. That is real estate, correct? Investment trust. At the same time, infrastructure investment trust. These two things are, these units are listed in the market. Okay, these units are listed in the, it's like a mutual fund basically. A trust. Trust means non-corporate only, right? Because of the SEBI involvement, SEBI said, even though, yes, we agree with you, for non-corporate entities, IND AS is not applicable, but SEBI said, mandatorily you have to comply. So only for REIT and investment, I mean, infrastructure investment trust, these standards are applicable. I hope you understood, right? So for company, it is applicable, right? For which company it is applicable? All companies correct, but all companies will not follow IND AS. Correct. Now, some companies will follow AS. For which company it is applicable, my dear? Any idea? Just whatever, to the extent you know, you tell. That's all. Sorry? All listed companies mandatorily should follow. Correct. What about SME listing? You know, in listed companies also, main board, SME listing, two are there. You must have heard. Correct? SME listing it is not mandatory. It is still till date, it is optional. If they want to wish, if they wish, they can follow. Otherwise, not necessary, not mandatory. But for main board, mandatory. You don't have a choice. Right. Let's see that. Sir, is it asked sometime? See that. May 2020. You don't write this question, huh? Just for your sake, I am telling. See the question, what is that? List out the entities which were covered under phase 1, phase 2 under the Companies Act, IND AS Rule 2015 as notified by MCA, along with the specific date of coverage with the exclusions, if any. 4 marks question, May 2024 asked. Correct? Na? 1 year or some 2 years before, like these questions will come. Hope you understand. If we neglect, no, that question only can come. That is the problem. We should not neglect. Fine. Right. Not only this, I told you, qualitative characteristics of financial statements also 4 marks when they asked. Asset recognition, derecognition criteria, 4 marks. Like that, if you take out list, no, everything is tested. Because of the MCQ, they got the more power right now. Correct? Na? Some other concept may will put it. So partial study, will be dangerous. Not, at least I will not suggest that. Study properly. Correct. Just before exam, what to revise, that is a different concept. Correct. But study better everything. That's what I can tell you. Fine. There are two phases it has happened. But one phase is obviously will happen lifetime. There are two phases. Right. I mean, when they have notified, who notified, when Mr. Arun Jaitley was there, he is no more. Actually, this IND AS concept started in 2008, 2009 sometime. 2007, I think. 2007, I'm talking. Okay. That time only the discussion was there. I mean, when Mr. Manmohan Singh was the Prime Minister, okay. Like they said, they announced like 2010 say we will start phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. Like that, they have announced 1, 2, 3 phases may they have announced. But what happened, we don't know background may. Suddenly one day Mr. Manmohan Singh in the parliament only has announced that no, we are not going to adopt IND AS. When we'll adopt, we'll come back and tell. But till that time, no, we don't want to follow. करके announcement किया. So we actually started coaching, giving training, corporate trainings from 2007 say we started. Okay, right. But anyhow, that has happened. Subsequently, in 2014, government changed. Once in the first parliamentary session only, Mr. Arun Jaitley, that time finance minister, he announced saying that, yes, we are going to start with. Then we also felt like it will happen another 10 years, karke, we thought. No, within 2-3 months only from the date of announcement, 2-3 months when notification bhi aa gaya, only 2 phases you must start following. That's it. Only 2 phases means 1 year, 1 level of big companies all will start immediately. So a little level small companies ko we are giving 1 year time for them. But you have to follow. They applied and it happened. For NBFC, 1 more year aa gaya. That's all. 1 year, 1 year, 1 year gap. Everything is in same period. It has happened. I'll tell you. So phase 2 phases may it has happened. What are these phases? First phase 1 is to already happened. Number. Only for examination purpose you need to remember. Okay. But phase 1 has already happened. Just because it was asked already, not that it's going to come in your attempt. Aisa nahi hai, but you should be aware of also. That's why. Okay. Right. So you don't know suddenly like that question also can come. But having knowledge is not wrong here. So phase 1, phase 2, only 2 phases they have told. Phase 1 may, what did they say? Okay, listed companies, but not every listed company. Listen carefully. Listed company means it may be listed. Equity listing must have happened or debt listing it must have happened. Any one listing, right? Yeah, few companies are there, only debt listing happens. Are you aware of this? Not equity listing, only debt listing happens. Right? Some NBFCs are there, they have listed, only debt listed, but not equity listed. Like that is normal. It is not something new I'm telling. Okay. Right. It may be equity listing or debt listing. Listed, fine. Whether you listed in India or outside India. Okay. Right. So are next any correct are in the process of listing. You may be in the process. Right. Listen, whenever they use the word in the process of listing, what do you mean by process of listing? How the process starts? How the process starts from which date? Process means which date I should consider, practically speaking. Sorry. Prospectus is very late. Board of Directors resolution date. Board will decide first. Correct now. We want to list our shares. Correct. Board will pass a resolution. That date say it will happen 1 year. It can happen 2 years. It can God knows many times. Okay. Right. But till the time prospectus comes also, prospectus approval and subsequent listing and so much of activity will be there. That is not like not short term. I mean 1 year that it can go. It won't happen in just like that in 1 month, 2 months. No, nothing will happen. Listing. Fine. Yeah. So board of directors resolution is considered as starting the process. Okay. So board resolution passed in this meeting. From now onwards, you have to start complying with this one. But what they kept, net worth is equal to NW stands for net worth. Net worth is equal to or greater than both. 500 CR first phase mein they kept. Phase number 1, I told na phase number 1, whom should I ask immediately to follow? Big companies ko I asked. So the little lower companies ko next year se I will start asking them to follow. Okay, right. Net worth is more than or equal to 500 CR. And is that? No, no. It is first one is what, my dear? Listed entities, I told. Second one is what? Any company. Any company. Any company in the sense? Maybe listed, not listed, maybe public, maybe private, maybe section 8 also. Yes or no? Section 8 also. 1%, 2% also. Company is a company. Okay, I hope you understood. Right. Any company whose net worth is equal to or greater than 500 CR. Okay, you are also supposed to start immediately. First phase mein you are falling. Right. In simple words, na, actually they should have written one way. First point, second point club करके any company 500 crore net worth को हो जाएगा ना. Agree or not? Right. So because they kept, but that's the style they wrote. I can't change their style. Notification, MCA notification. Okay. So any other company of this. Next. Yeah. Here there is some point. What is this here? What is written, my dear? Holding. Holding of which one? Holding of top 1 or 2. First point is related to listed companies are in the process of listed company. If I say this is first point number 1, this is point number 2, this is 3. Okay, of above, this is more important. Okay, why more important? Holding of that company or subsidiary of that company. Only holding and subsidiary? No, even associate of that company. What is associate? Exactly. Associate means 20% or above. You can just keep a something correct now. 20% and above. 20% and above stake if you have. The other company is called as associate company. Is it clear? Right. So 20% or above is called this one. Right. Associate company. So for that company, first that company should be applicable. It should be applicable to that company means by 500 crores net worth. Then that company holding company, that company parent company, subsidiary company, associate company ko automatically applicable. Got it? Fine. We have seen one company in Maharashtra. Subsidiary is following. Holding is not following. Government company. Holding is not following. Auditor sign kiya. Seriously, auditor signed. Cog has written a big letter saying special memo has been sent to the auditor. How did you sign, my dear? करके. Special memo is a warning, ma. Blacklist में डाल देंगे. Word is different. It is very special. Okay. Like that it happens. And in case of associate, no. Many people are there like that. Actually, associate case also correct now. I am following means my associate, even though I invested only 20% stake in another company, that company also mandatorily start following. Subsidiary ka baat chhod do, that is normal, it happens. Associate also has to follow. Remember this. Is it clear? Can I go ahead? Right. A time frame I'll tell you in the next slide, but just try to understand. Phase 2 it is applicable to whom, sir? Phase 2 now he said like all listed companies. All listed means again, right? Again what? Main board. Main board you call. SME board is one, totally listed companies में two boards. SME board and main board we call. Okay, what about SME? Is SME board. Yeah, you write this also SME board. SME board ko still not mandatory. They can follow if they want. Three SME listed companies ko I did conversions. They wished. Okay, we want to. We also want to start following this. Follow what is there. Correct, na? Done. So main board ko you no choice, mandatory. All listed company. Now current year onwards. I mean now phase 2 onwards. What is happening, my dear? Now I don't look at if you are listed company. You are in the main board. I don't look at net worth. Are in the process of listing. Correct, na? SME listed. That's fine. are in the process of listings, it will always continue. Main board are in the process of listing. You write it. Are in the process of listing. In the process of listing. Right. Except SME. Hope you are following. Right. All listed entities in the main board mandatorily has to comply. Now no net worth is applicable to you. You are in the process of listing, applicable. No net worth is applicable to you. Okay. But now the second one is, now any other company other than listed company. Getting my point? Other than listed company, now net worth is equal to or greater than 250 CR. 250 CR is the, right, okay, the amount what we are keeping. Right. Next, here also same sentence will continue. Holding company, subsidiary company. You can just write same. This flower bracket and say put the same thing. So that company ka holding company, that company ka subsidiary company, that company ka associate company has to follow. Associate company has to follow. Fine. Right. Now timelines. First question should come. What is the question will, when you see this, what are the question it will come to your mind? Any question come? Hmm? When to when is one. Next. In case of foreign entity, okay. What should you do with respect to foreign entity? Next. Phase 3. No, no phase 3. Only phase 2 phases. That's all. There is no phase 3. Next. One more question should come. What do you mean by net worth first? Net worth means which one I should take? Is there any something exclusion? Correct na? Are you getting my point? Right? One company, what is that? Real estate company, private company. That's why I don't name. Okay. We did entire conversions. Why it is done means they are nothing but associate of another company who is following IND AS. Correct. They said we are starting following from this year. You also follow करके बोल दिया. So this assignment we got. We completed everything. 98% completed. Now the problem what has happened? No, the last minute they stopped following IND AS. What happened suddenly? Means IND AS not applicable to this company first. Why means net worth issue. I mean they have not checked properly. Some net worth is, some points are there that should be excluded. You're getting my point? Exclusion they didn't do properly. Just like that they told. No, let's follow from next year. Okay, change. So they change means the year also change. They'll pay once again fees. What to do? Correct, no? Right? Okay, fine. Correct. Right? We don't know. We have not seen their financial statements. If I had seen their financial, I would have told. Plus, you're doing this is not mandatory, but if you wish to do, we'll do it. Fine. Chalo. I hope you understood so far. Shall we go ahead? Right. So phase 1 from when it is applicable. I told you phase 1 already over. Just for understanding, we are understanding. It is starting from 1/4/2016. Means first balance, first reporting will come when? But one thing you forgot now. If it is a listed entity, 30th/6/2016 only it will come. No, first quarter only. Na? Agree? That means they must be ready before that. Means 15/16 only they must be ready for the with the numbers. Otherwise, entire system ko karna padega. नहीं तो you will not be ready for quarter के लिए it will not be ready. Because you are giving this quarter means last quarter का comparison भी देना ना. Yes or no? Then you should be ready with the previous. Then only things can happen faster. Otherwise, you will be in trouble. So first IND AS balance sheet is fine, but first interim is going to be 30th/6/2016. में already हो गया. This is all already over. But just for exam sake, you're one time looking. It's all past, happened. Correct na? Now where are we? We are in only phase 2, ma. No phase 1. Phase 1 is already over. Right? 16/17 is the first IND AS balance sheet. Correct? Yeah, everybody, all these big top companies, 500 net worth is there. Everybody has already complied. If you today also, if you go to Infosys company 2016-17 annual report, you will see IND AS. But in Infosys company also, you will find errors. Okay, because first time, no, nobody was perfect that time. That was learning, obviously. Everybody will have learning curve. Once you will start learning, then you will do mistake, then you will correct ourselves like that. And phase 2 वाला को कितना time दे दिया? 1 year extra. Only 1 year. Not more than that. Hope you clear? So it started from 1/4/2017, say it is started. Yes, obviously 17 started means 2018 will be my first balance sheet. First, that is also listed companies are there. Na? Correct. Na? First interim date is going to be 30th/6/2017 May. That started. Agree? Right? Fine. Is that we need to have a preparation for it? Yes. For big companies ko very much required. Very much required. Okay. Right. You need to understand the revenue side. Revenue agreements will be there. Correct. Na? Revenue may be, so far you are doing percentage completion method. Right? Now the IND AS may tell nothing doing. You have to do only once after completion. So इसका discussion होना ना. Correct? Na? It is going to be big hit to all these companies like Shobha, Prestige and all these real estate companies ko. It was a big hit. Earlier as per A7, they completed 20%, 20% revenue, they'll book it. 30%, 30% they'll book it. IND AS may, no, it won't happen for them. 99% of the people ko you have to book after registration or OC, occupancy certificate. Once you receive, then you are supposed to book the income. All these days, whatever I should do, whatever I spent will become inventory, WIP. Whatever I collected from the customer will become advance from customer. One more name is the new fancy name, contract liability karke. Okay, both will be there. Once after registration, both will go to P&L. Balance sheet se correct na. Whatever I received advance, that will become my sales. Whatever WIP will become my COGS. Got it? Right. This is, I mean, like that, there's a lot of differences there. Example, some mines case are there. Mines. Okay. Right. Mines ko provision should be made. Because mine, if you take it, no, you will be extracting for 30-40 years. Then after mining, you cannot dig and go, no. You have an obligation. What is the obligation? You have mine closure plan, you have to find out. Means you have to fill that with mud or rocks or whatever it is. You just put it, properly close the mine and go. You cannot leave it like that and go. Hope you understand. Now for that, are you supposed to make a provision? Yeah, today you digged this much means you have to fill this much also now. In the current year, I digged some feet. That much I have to fill it. What will be the expenditure? I have to book the expense. I mean, capitalization will do it, but whatever it is, I have to make a provision for the same. Now, for that information, how do you get? So, background में preparation होना. It's not like suddenly so small companies are cost plus company, कुछ नहीं है sir. We can do it. But big companies are correct now. Some specialities are there. You need to have a preparation. You cannot just jump into calculations all overnight. It will be very difficult. Fine. It depends on company and size and etc. Right. Now, what is NW, net worth? Correct. Now, standards, they have given the information. Okay. You can write simply, don't need to write XX or something like paid up share capital, paid up share capital. One more question should come when you're writing, you think about it. What question should come? Think. Okay. Paid up share capital. Paid up share capital means paid up share capital. That's all. Correct. Now, paid up means, does it include preference share capital and equity share capital? Only equity share capital. Both. Both. Obviously, yes, both. Reserves and surplus created out of profits. Reserves and surplus created out of profit. That is what always a discussion point. We'll discuss that. The security premium, they only told. Security premium is not out of profit, out of contribution. But it is nothing but equal to capital only. Correct? Na? Over and above the paid up cap, I mean face value, what that is? That is nothing but received. It's like equal to equity share capital. Name is different. That's why security, when you are telling equity paid up capital you should take, means obviously security premium also you must take. because both are one and the same, not separate. So security premium, you should take it, and minus, the minute I say reserves and surplus, automatically it will come. But the definition was telling like this, minus P&L debit balance if there is any. When I take reserves and surplus means minus is already adjusted. Agree or not? But still they have written like that. Okay, I told I will not change what they wrote. Minus miscellaneous expense if there is any. If it is sitting on the asset side, by mistake, you need to cut it. Okay, right. That is what you are correct. And deferred expenditure, if in case any. If in case, not necessary. Actually should not be there. In case in your balance sheet, if it is there. Correct na? That is called net worth, my dear. So net worth includes paid up share capital, reserves and surplus which is created out of profits, security premium, right? Minus any debit balance of P&L, miscellaneous expenditure, deferred expenditure, you will be reducing it. That is what net worth. Now, tell me one question should come. Miscellaneous expense. Miscellaneous expense are like share issue expenses, debenture issue expenses. We used to keep under miscellaneous expense under AS. If any, we'll record here. One more question should come. Are we taking the paid up capital and etc. from the company standalone financial statements numbers or consolidated numbers? Huh? Sure, right? As on which date? As of today, not a problem. As of that day, it was a problem. As of that day, we were supposed to look at on 31st March 2014, 14 ka, or later. That's what they say. Those days, it was a problem. You have to look at which day balance sheet. 31st March 2014 ka balance sheet dekho. If it is crossing above 500 crore, then be ready for phase 1. Getting my point? 31st March 2014 का देखो, if it is crossing, not crossing 500 crores and 250 to 500 crores का net worth में है तो then be ready for phase 2. Right, phase 1, phase 2 concepts are already over. Now we don't need to discuss. Now what is there right now is phase 2, that's all. Right, now what should I see? Today I should see 31st March 2025 is over. 25 I'm talking. Correct? As on today, if I see, right, cross 250 crores. Now what should I do? Start following from next day. 1/4/2025 से शुरू करना. Are you getting my point? Now situation is different. Right. First question, as on which day I should see, that I told. Now current circumstance practicality looking, as on 31st March 2025 number I will see. If it is crossing more than 250 crores, correct na? Then immediately next day I should start. Next day I should start. Is that clear? You have to start. That's all. You don't have an option here. Shall we go ahead? Right. So here I'll tell you. Question. Capital reserve which is coming from the government grant. Shall I consider capital reserve? You understood question? Huh? Net worth I am computing or not? Right. As per accounting standard 12, if you don't, I'm just recalling. You may be remembering, may not be remembering. I'm not expecting. Okay. Right. Standard 12 में क्या है? The promoter's contribution. Grant is received in the nature of promoter contribution. So we'll follow. We'll transfer it to capital reserve account. Ko will transfer. Okay. So there is something in the balance sheet sitting capital reserve or not? Yes. So should I add that also for my calculation of 250 or 500 crores? We should consider because that is also kind of capital. That is also a capital. It is not every capital reserve. It is capital reserve arising from the government grant. That is why important. Capital reserve CR arising from government grant. Okay. Earlier, as per the old rule, you have kept it under capital reserve. Okay. Now we'll follow new standard. For the my totaling purpose, I need to take that into account. Fine. Next thing. What about ESOP reserve? ESOP. ESOP reserve you heard, na? Correct. You know. That is also one part of reserves and surplus. Should I take or not? You understood my question? Actually, when I given a balance sheet, now you tell Ray whether IND AS is applicable or not. You should be after discussion, you should be able to decide or not. Then you learn the subject. Otherwise, not learned. And otherwise, I told no examples. You will complete every job and later you will realize, so not applicable only. That includes, this is practically we have seen, not only with this infrastructure company I have seen. One more government company, big government company, Telangana government company, it went to EAC, Expert Advisory Committee opinion ko bhi gaya, right? They should have considered that, but they have not considered, they have not, either signed based on the AS all these years. They went to Expert Advisory Committee, Advisory Committee told nothing doing. Gross negligence karke, that auditor had got suspension also. How can you sign just like that, so blindly? It was applicable. For 3-4 years, that guy signed based on AS. ICA took an action. It went to disciplinary committee. They decided also in 1 year time may suspension, you know that. He cannot practice for some period. Okay, right. So that's why calculation is very important. ESOP reserve, should I take it? Yes, my dear. This is also out of profit only. When we are reducing from the expenses and creating a reserve. Okay, one more. Revaluation reserve, should I take? No. This very clearly no. Revaluation reserve, if it is sitting in the balance sheet, no, we should not take it. It is not created out of profit, unrealized profit. This is will not make it. What about amalgamation adjustment reserve? Have you heard this? Correct. Accounting standard 14 may amalgamation adjustment reserve can come. Correct. General, if you are going by purchase, not purchase method, merger method may if you are following. No, not merger. Any method may actually, if you want to keep some number of government related some resource, if you want to keep as it is, then we'll keep that number also, and we'll keep the amalgamation adjustment reserve negative number may will keep it, so that it will set off. Exactly. That for that purpose. Should I take it? No. Answer is no. Amalgamation adjustment reserve not required to be taken. Okay. Any other reserve which is coming to your mind? If something comes up, correctly, which you have seen from any of the balance sheets, then you can tell us, we can decide that also. Fine. If not now, later also you can discuss. Huh? Debenture redemption reserve, no, will not take. That is a specific reserve. No need to consider. Okay. Yeah, chalo. Next. Net worth, a little bit continue. Right. Shall we consider net worth from the standalone financial statements or consolidated financial statements? Huh? Yes, standalone financial statements, not consolidated financial statement. Boss, DDR ka, sorry, wrong. Change it. No? Should be considered. Must be considered. It is also from the P&L say it will go. From the P&L in sense, from the appropriation of profits it will go. From the retained earnings say we'll take out this money and we'll keep it under the DDR. Correct. Debenture redemption DR or DRR. Correct. Sorry, my initial answer was not okay. You must consider. Okay. That next, net worth as on 31st March 2014 or later should be considered. Okay. See, now 2014 is not there. You 2024 also crossed. So that word is not relevant to you, but it was relevant long ago, not today. Okay. Later means just 1 year before. Now that's why you look at the board. Suppose it is satisfied on 31st March 2025 में satisfy हो गया. Then as I told, from which day you should start applying? That's all. No time for you. Now no time for you. Start following from 1st April 25. That's all. So your first balance sheet is going to be 31st March 2026. First IND AS balance sheet will be 31st March 2026. Fine. The minute it's crossed, you should be ready. Why you should be ready, na? Are you supposed to give comparative also in IND AS or not? Correct na? Comparative के लिए at least if you work for some time na, then for the current year के लिए it will not take too much of time. Fine. Especially NBFCs and all, you know, NBFCs and all, provision for NPA provision. Have you heard? Non-performing asset, provision for non-performing asset. That is not RBA rules may will follow. Will follow ECL as per IND AS 109. Expected credit losses. This is a cumbersome job. You know, people charge 4 to 8 lakh rupees for this. Only ECL calculation. Full of statistics. But methodology should be decided, methodology should be understood, gather a lot of information. One NBFC of some Kolkata company, 9 crore loans were there. Not total amount loan, 9 crore number of line items. You understood? 9 crore number of items are there. So इसको trend analysis करना पड़ेगा. So you need to get the last 4 years of data. We got it. And not, I mean, real operation started 4 years before. If they have started from much more, you have to get that also. In this case, 4 years ka data analysis karna, it will take a lot of time and effort. That's why charge also will be like that. So that's why suddenly we'll prepare karke aisa aaya to it will be very difficult. Then you first you have to apply for MCA extension. Okay, better that is. Understand? Right. So once applied, this is one rule you have to remember. Once applied, my dear, lifetime you have to follow, Nana. Okay, sir, 250 crores ivattu today, sir. Next year it became 230, sir. We made loss till IND AS. Getting my point? Here only entry, no exit. IND AS ko only entry, no exit at all. Are you getting my point? Whatever the reason you are following IND AS applicable from one particular date, say if you say from that date onwards, lifetime it is going to be. Now onwards, we'll never look back what is your net worth, what is your only net worth is for entry time. Exit के लिए nothing is correct, irrevocable, right? Can we follow IND AS voluntarily? Companies के लिए whatever you are talking is for companies. MCA notification means only for companies, no ma. That's all, not for everybody. Yes, you can follow voluntarily, but again, voluntarily also you come in, but you cannot go out. Voluntarily also you can come, but you cannot go out. Is it clear? Right. So this is important. Once you get in, no get out concept. Right. Shall we take one small example? Yes, please. We don't check in between the, when you are preparing as on 31st March, year end only we'll take. In case of even interim financial statements also, will not follow the next. Okay. See, our student question is what? I prepared financial statements on 30th 6 2025. That day my net worth crossed. So do I need to follow from 1/7 2025? No. Answer is no. Okay. Checking will happen only at year end, not at quarter end. Question is good, right? But we don't do like that. Every year end you are supposed to check, not quarter end, even if it is for a listed company. Fine. So that's why starting will happen next. Always 1/4 it will show. Fine. Right. So let's go to the next point. Which exam? When they went by AS now. Holding company, there were what is that? They have got a capital reserve not arising because of the government grant. Okay, due to some other circumstance. Okay, right. That also they clubbing that it will come to 250. If you exclude that, it will come to less than 250. No, they were also supposed to follow from this year. They were also supposed to follow. I am following from this year. That's why I told my associate also, you also should follow, my dear. Karke, they sent a mail. Accordingly, they asked you also, you prepare for me. Karke, they requested us. Right. We have never seen their financial statements. Then later they came back and told, no, some mistake happened. We thought it is applicable to me, but it's not applicable to us. Then what? Then they said everybody started following AS only. That is their management call. We have to say okay to it. Fine. Can I go ahead? Right, my dear. See, first one question. Here parent company is there. Yeah, look at the structure. You have to tell for whom it is applicable, for whom not applicable. Mandatorily applicability you have to tell. Okay, right. Can you read that one line? I mean, phase 2 information. Can you read once again for a minute? Phase 2 information. Can you read it for a minute? Whatever you noted. Some few days before it was there in my group of Telegram group is there where some 1500 guys are there. They were also asking why this is applicable, why not applicable. They did not read the line carefully. Okay, fine. Chalo. Now, look at there is ultimate holding company which has 30% stake in C company, 90% stake in P company. That is one more subsidiary. For ultimate holding company, ko subsidiary, sub-subsidiary, whatever it is. My reporting entity is yes. Correct. Now we are looking at from RE stands for reporting entity, not retained earnings. Okay. S point of view we are seeing now. We are in the place of S. S company ka P is a parent. Ultimate UH is the ultimate parent company. Correct. Na? 70% stake ultimate holding company has in B. And my company has 80% in SS, 30% in A. This is the group structure. Right. Group means which who all will fall in this group means entirely all the people will come or will not come. Huh? All sure? Any opposite answer, any different answer? You are not correct. Associate joint ventures are not part of group. You write somewhere. Group includes, right? Group includes parent and its subsidiaries only. Group includes parent and its subsidiaries only. Somewhere next to you write associate and joint venture unit and cross it. I suggest. Group includes parent and its subsidiaries. Parent and its subsidiaries. Associates and joint ventures, no. Never be part and parcel of the word group. Remember this, important. Okay. Because we use the word group. Group may never come. Right. So come to the main point. So now here which are all will not come, my dear? C will not come. A will not come. Correct na? B will come. C and A. Correct na? Yes or no? Right. It will not come. Now look at this. Right. Only subs S company in this entire structure may S company net worth crossed 250 CR as on 31st March 2025. Correct na? Now tell me, IND AS is mandatory for whom? First, one by one, let me start. For SS company, ko applicable or not applicable? Applicable. Why applicable? Subsidiary of that company which has crossed 250 crores. Agree or not? Yes. Applicable, no doubt. Next. Right. Next is what, my dear? Yeah. A. A ko applicable, not applicable? Applicable. Why? Associate of that company who has crossed 250 crores. Agree na? Yes, it is applicable. Right. What about next level P? Correct na? P. Applicable or not? Yes, obviously. Parent company ko it is applicable. What about UH company? Parent is parent only. Grandparent you call, whatever you call, parent. Because in the Companies Act only parent and subsidiary, only two words. We call sub-subsidiary, we call parent to grandparent to ultimate, nothing. Only one word. Parent is parent. Okay. Right. Is it applicable or not? Yes, no doubt. It is applicable. What about B company? B. Where is B? You can see, correct, now it's clear. B ko applicable or not applicable? How applicable? Is it a subsidiary of the company which satisfied 250 crores net worth? Is it a parent of the company which has satisfied 250 crores? No. Is it an associate of that company? What is it? Fellow, fellow subsidiary. Brother kind. Correct na? Fellow. Fellow ko kaise applicable? Not applicable because the language is what? Holding subsidiary associate of above. Above means who is above? A and B. A and B में क्या बोला? The company whose net worth is crossing or equal to 250 CR करके बोला. That company का subsidiary को applicable. Fellow subsidiary को not, practically not applicable. Seriously, it is not applicable. I hope you understood. Fellows will not come into the picture. Are you getting my point? Right. What about C? I have not written, I think, here. Huh? Not applicable. Why not applicable? It is not my associate. The company who has satisfied 250 CR इसका associate नहीं है. ये मेरा parent का associate है. Parent is following because of me, not on its own. Correct. I gave a already disclaimer on the top. In this entire structure में only subsidiary, I mean RE, the reporting entity, only crossed 250 crores net worth. Nobody else has crossed 250 crores net worth. Correct na? Right. Actually not applicable. For C ko not applicable, B ko not applicable. But one question automatically, one more question will come. Correct na? Sir, ultimate holding company to has to prepare consolidation. Agree or not? So then obviously they want the B company financial statements also in Ind AS only na. For that purpose, that is their wish. B can voluntarily start following Ind AS, not mandatory. Or we can do one thing. What you can do? B can say, sir, MCA purpose I will follow AS. Ind AS adjustments I will give it to you. So you just incorporate in your holding company. Consolidation mein incorporate karo. Are you clear? What I say? I repeat. For MCA purpose, correct, it's not mandatory to me. AS only I'll follow. But parent requirement to kuch hai na? For consolidation purpose, adjustments, what are adjustments? AS to Ind AS adjustments will be there. Na? Those information I will give it to you. I'll prepare you. Otherwise, Ind AS financials I will prepare it to you. Do it. Otherwise, you can take a call. Why should I follow two things? Let me voluntarily get into Ind AS. I'll follow. That is their wish. Wish. That's it. That's not my control. Is it clear, my dear, all of you? No doubt, na? Right. Yeah, voluntarily you can opt. I'll tell. I'll tell. That question also will come. Question will come. Yes, I got your point. There is an answer for that. Right? Can you take this? The point to be remembered always, subsidiary includes sub-subsidiary. But subsidiary does not include fellow subsidiary. Got my point? Language of the law, subsidiary includes always sub-subsidiary. But not, never sub-subsidiary. It's always separate. Right. Chalo. Let's go ahead with the next small question. Right. Say, this is P company is there. Okay. It has subsidiary A, subsidiary B, subsidiary C is there. Okay. Right. What is the net worth of this company? 100 CR. So individually not applicable. The next company 260 CR applicable. 175 CR not applicable. Correct. Na? Net worth of the parent crossed 400 CR from 31st March 2025. All are 31st March 2025 dates only. Okay. Na? Now we sold the stake in S company. SA, subsidiary A. Okay. On 30th 6 2025. See, simple thing. I was following. Correct na? You are started following from which date? 1st April 25. Correct na? When is the sale happened? After 3 months. Correct na? Now, A standalone, it was not applicable to it. Hello, agree? Yeah? Correct. Now I sold my stake to somebody. Assume somebody purchased, they don't have IND AS applicability. Should still A continue, subsidiary A continue IND AS or not required? Scenario have you understood first? When you are with me, applicable. Now I sold my stake. Now you became a subsidiary to some other company where IND AS is not applicable at all. So now should you continue still complying with IND AS or not required? Mixed answers are there. Continue, not continue. Right? Sorry. It is. It has to continue. The reason it started applying from which date? Once attracts, no irrevocable concept. You cannot come back. Once attracts, it started just one day before also they sold out next to me. Doesn't matter, my dear. It is you have to continue. That's a lifetime you have to continue. Got it? Right. A need to comply with IND AS. Yes, it A need to comply. Once applied, it is irrevocable. Yeah. One question from Shashank. You said group includes, no, group excludes, I told. I said group includes only parent and subsidiaries, not associate and joint venture, I told. I told associate joint venture, you write it and cross it, not applicable. In example, it is applicable to A. It is applicable to A not because of the group. Group word is different definition. Applicability is different. Applicability as per the notification. Notification may they told for your associate also applicable, but does not mean that associate is a group entity. Done? Right. So now one more small question. Say there is X. We have only 25% stake. Okay, in A. Net worth is 450 means obviously started following. Correct na? A is an associate, we know. But A is a Section 8 company. So still are we supposed to follow IND AS? Correct na? Yes, you write in one line. It is applicable to Section 8 company also. That's all. One line. You don't need to write entirely. That's right. Irrespective of nature. There is no exemption for nature. I'm into charitable, so I'll nothing like that. Your company under the Companies Act rule is same. Okay. Section 8 company, no exemption applicable. Whether you are associate via associate or via subsidiary, whatever the way applicable. Okay. Can we go ahead? Yeah. So now there is one company, UK based. Yeah, I mean, somebody was asking foreign entity something, right, that we may answer here. A is a UK based listed company. It's listed in outside India, right? Net worth is 1500 CR as on 31st March 2025. They acquired us one company, B, Indian company. We have only net worth of 100 CR. Acquired on 31st Jan 2025. Okay. So now answer. Does B needs to comply with IND AS? Yes or no? Applicability is very important. You people simply closing just like that. Correct, na? It involves money also, effort also. It should be parent India. Is it Indian company or outside Indian company? Correct. Any notification में company आया तो that is Indian company को applicable, not outside India entity को applicable. MCA notification, we will, how do we govern the parent company of outside India? Correct, na? So company, any notification comes, it is only Indian company. It cannot be outside Indian company. Right? My parent company is outside India. They have a lot of money and a lot of things. Maybe listed at more than 250 or 500 or 10,000. It just doesn't matter. When my parent is outside India, then you have to look at standalone. Standalone means only Indian company ko you have to see. Indian company is B. Net worth is equal to 100 CR. Yes, please. Listed, but where listed? Not Indian company listed. It is UK company listed. Indian company listed outside India, okay. But company itself is outside Indian company. Some companies are there in India. Example, Infosys is listed in India, Nasdaq also. Correct. Some companies are there, not listed in India, but their shares are listed only outside India. That is what we mean. Not only outside Indian company, already listed outside India. How does it matter to? Okay, I can't control them. I'll talk about only Indian company listed India and outside India. We'll talk. Okay. Do we need to comply? No, not at all required. A is not a listed company. Now you have to look at what? B only you have to see. Standalone B देखना, applicable है तो then apply it. Otherwise, forget about it. Agree? Right. Shall we go ahead? Done. Now, if you see, there is one company, P company, there is a associate, subsidiary, joint venture, everybody is there. Net worth is 200 CR only. Okay. So, is it mandatory? Not mandatory. But we are following voluntarily. Can we follow? Nobody can stop. But the now problem is what? Like as he asked. Correct. That's what your question. Huh. So now yes also JA associate subsidiary joint venture also should follow, na? Or voluntary for them? You are following voluntarily, man. That is your problem. Correct, na? But what about us? Subsidiary associate joint venture, we also should follow, na? Huh? Joint venture ko not mandatory, but okay, I'm telling you. Associate only is covered. Joint venture is not covered there. Bolo, bolo. ICA gave a clarification mandatory. If your somebody follows on the top, JV ignore it. Don't write JV, you cut it here. That is it mandatory or optional? This it is mandatory. So far it was, I mean, you initially first 2 3 years ICA kept quiet. Subsequently, ICA came out with a clarification saying it is mandatory. You have to, even though that is optional for other person, it will become mandatory for you people. Okay. Even when you are writing it, I need to change my slide also. You remove this because joint venture discussion is not there in the notifications. Okay. Remove that. No, it is a clarification. Holding also, anybody. नहीं होल्डिंग का डिफरेंट होता बिलो पीपल का मैंडेटरी होता बिकॉज यू आर सपोज टू प्रिपेयर कंसोलिडेशन करेक्ट ना होल्डिंग इफ ऑन स्टैंड अलोन इफ इट इज नॉट फॉलोइंग दैट्स डिफरेंट इट इज नॉट अ मैंडेटरी रूल हाँ so it is to down level not to the top level wish you can do it other people okay so earlier it was a question mark now that question mark is clarified by ICAI nothing doing you have to follow some few points my dear we are almost towards the end of this can India override the law huh? No, but Division 3, Division 2, I mean to Schedule 3, Division 2 financial statements can override the law. I am preparing the financial statements. Okay, format should be in line with the standard or should be in line with the any line of the Companies Act. And it should be in line with the standard. We'll discuss that once again. We have a Schedule 3 ka one chapter is also there. Right, first paragraph of the Schedule 3 Bare Act, if you see, no, it will tell IND AS can override the Schedule 3. IND AS can override the Schedule 3. Same rule is applicable for AS also. It is not special for IND AS. AS can override Schedule 3 only. Schedule 3 does not mean entire act. Schedule 3. Okay. So if there is any conflict, correct. Initially, if you, I don't, if you remember, do not know. Our standard, accounting standard 10, what is the name? Property, plant and equipment. Agree, na? Correct. But in some 2 years before, in Schedule 3 May, it was written still as a fixed assets only. Tangible assets, fixed assets, something like that, it was written. Correct, na? Not recent one I'm looking at. 2-3 years before I spoke. Correct, na? Right. Actually, that time also you should have written as what? PP only should have written. People are telling Schedule 3. Schedule 3 में ऐसा है, that's why I'm writing it. अरे बस Schedule 3 का first line पढ़ो. The language should be in line with accounting standard or IND AS, not in line with your format. Your format is not, it's just one basic draft kind that is. Now you don't need to follow strictly. It should be in line with the standard. Okay. So can IND AS cannot override the law, but IND AS can override the Schedule 3. Schedule 3 format ko we can override. Schedule 3 is just a format. We can override. No doubt we can override. Okay, right. Can it override Schedule 3? Yes. And best example. Okay, can it override? Yeah, this is given by the ICAI, not by me alone. Correct, na? What is it? As per Schedule 3, as per the Companies Act, the definition of, listen carefully, as per the Companies Act, definition of subsidiary is different from the subsidiary definition under IND AS 110 consolidation. Are you getting my point? Right. 110 consolidation definition is broader. Are you catching my point? Right. What I say, company as per the Companies Act. Okay, as per the IND AS. Subsidiary definition may example four subsidiaries only will come here. But here say 6 subsidiaries are going to come. Which one to consolidate now? Only IND AS. Will not follow this. Correct na? Nobody can come and argue saying that no, it is not a subsidiary as per the Companies Act. Why should I consolidate? No. There is a notification. There is a clarification. It is very clearly told. Any definition which is given as per the IND AS is fighting with. It is not in line with the definition as per the Companies Act. Which will prevail over? IND AS will prevail over. Are you getting my point? Not just format. Definitions, recognition criteria, everything, whatever is said by the standard is final, not the Companies Act. That's why it may be not a subsidiary as per the Companies Act. Still, you should stick to our definition of IND AS 110. Be very, very clear with this. Right. Yeah. This is one thing, many people don't follow this. That's the worst part of it. IND AS, they themselves tell, my dear, IND AS is applicable for material items. Big significant items ko pakad ke you should follow it. Not for every chiller item. Understand? So there is a materiality concept. It's not like, so leases are there. So that even small lease is there, sir. I don't want to follow this. Don't follow if it is an immaterial item. You don't need to follow. It's not very strictly should follow. Karke aisa nahi. It will not impact my true and fairness. End of the day, financial statements for true and fairness. What amount of error can happen? Nothing much happens. Then don't follow. Okay. Only for material items. This point you need. This is applicable for even accounting standards also. But people, if they follow now, they'll follow like anything. Otherwise, they'll not follow at all. That is also there. Both extreme circumstances they'll take, which is seriously wrong. Right. Financial statements means, is it standalone financial statement? This is one good question. All of you answer, please. I want answer from online people also. Whenever I say financial statements in the standard में financial statements करके लिखा, what do they mean by? Do they mean by they are talking about consolidated financial statement, or they talking about standalone financial statements? Huh? Sure? Perfectly not correct. IND AS में it's exactly ulta. Whenever they are saying financial statements means they are referring to consolidated. They are never referring to standalone. If they want to refer standalone, they refer separate word called separate financial statement word will. They'll tell standalone. Right. Remember, this point is very, very important. Right? Not standalone. It is always consolidated. Whenever any as per the standard, correct now. Financial statement word, if you read anywhere in the standard, they meant consolidated, not standalone. They meant consolidated all the time. Because if you see the standards also, na, the way it is written, it is meant for the consolidation purpose, not for standalone. Listen, ma, in India, it is like we have to prepare standalone mandatorily, consolidation also mandatorily. Agree or not? Outside India, when you are preparing consolidated, then you don't need to give standalone. Not mandatory to you. Here it is a requirement of act. Outside India, it is not. You open Apple company financial statements outside India, na? In a UK-based company financial statement, show me both. Apple company listed company, Google में मिलेगा easily. Yes or no? Right? 10K filings. I mean annual report basically. 10Q is quarterly, 10K is for annual filing. Okay. 10K you see. Where do you find any standalone ka financial statements? You will not find there. So the international standards are all the time refer to only consolidation. Here in India is a different job. It's okay. We have to comply with the law also. Our act is telling you both you need required. Well, actually for parent company, why do I need to give? I mean standalone पढ़ के क्या मिलेगा आपको? What do you get from by reading the standalone? Correct now. Me is nothing but me, my family basically. Correct now. That's group. That's what we'll give. Based on that, your decision is required. Right? Anyhow, remember this is very, very, very important. Standalone, no, it is only consolidated. Got it? Right. So NBFC applicability is not in your syllabus, just see. Don't copy. See, that's it. Okay, na? Information is there in your textbook also. Slide also I'll give it to you. Correct, na? Right, not required. If you write it again, you will read it. That's why I told not required. NBFC 2 phases. One thing tell me. When is the first phase started? 31st March. I mean, started from 1/4/2016. Balance sheet date is right. Otherwise, starting date will take it. First phase started from 1/4/2016. Second phase started from 1/4/2017. Here also phase 1 will be starting from 18. Phase 2 will be from 19. Remember blindly. Gap is 1 year. Okay, gap is 1 year. Observe phase 1 mein who all will fall. Yes, any NBFC which is greater than or 500 CR, same concept. Any company, every company, listed or unlisted or we just don't care. Every company ko its holding company, subsidiary company, correct. So here starting from 1/4/2018. I hope you understood. 16, 17, 18, 19 ऐसा आ जाएगा. In a sequence, no gap, no 2 years gap, exactly 1 year gap is there. First balance sheet is going to be 31st March 2019. Now subsequently NBFC also all listed NBFCs. Mandatory, whether debt listing, equity listing, I have not written, but it is obviously all the time listing means debt listing or equity listing in India or outside India. Every concept will remain same. Other NBFCs net worth is greater than or equal to 250 CR को phase 2 में applicable. Again, as usual, 1 year gap they have given it. Holding subsidiary concept will remain same. Yes, 1/4/2019 say NBFCs also already started in the country. Okay, now one question should come. Sir, my NBFC net worth is 100 CR. Can I follow voluntarily? For NBFC ko not applicable. Voluntary is not available. It is only you are supposed voluntary compliance is not permitted for NBFC. Are you clear? NBFC ko voluntary rule is not applicable. Only for other than NBFC ko voluntary rule is applicable. in 1 or 2 years time, banks also will come into IND AS now. Already some draft is done, finalized stage mein hai. 1-2 years gap maximum. Banks, all the banks and insurance company ka no notification has come, but bank chunk is coming means big, going to be huge. Shares will fall, right? Okay, big hit will be there and ECL impact will be there. All these days they have presented something. Okay, big hit is going to happen on their P&L in one shot. 5 years may they are going to. But that's why everybody is hesitating. Why hesitating means one time some 10,000 crore, if it hit your P&L, no, heart attack will come, no, automatically. Correct. Now what they did, don't take that hit of entire ECL in one shot, divided by 5 crore. Every year itna le lo yaar. That is what adjustment agreed. But anyhow, it will be coming. Look at this example also. Just have knowledge. XYZ company, non-NBFC company. Okay, non-NBFC. IND AS compliant. It is applicable for that company. But it has a subsidiary of NBFC. Yes, it can have. Are you getting my point? Right. So, but ABC is unlisted company. Correct na? Net worth also 80 CR, not 250 CR, as on 24, whatever it is. Correct na? Now the question. Now, is IND AS applicable to ABC na? I think it is not so straight and simple question. It's not so simple and so straight. Think. I'll show, my dear. One sec. Give me a second. Meda, just wait for a second. Huh? Applicable, not applicable? Not applicable. Because voluntary application, correct. Even though it is subsidiary, na, parent ko bhi IND AS is applicable. Subsidiary ko bhi IND AS should be applicable. That rule is applicable only when it is a non-NBFC. That rule is applicable only when it is a non-NBFC. In the given circumstance, no. But sir, subsidiary has to consolidate na. NBFC has to do all the job except presenting it to RBI, presenting it to MCA, except doing these two things. Correct. They will be presenting to whom? RBI. They will be giving it to MCA. For these two people, AS only you have to give mandatorily to you. But you have to get everything done for the consolidation purpose of parent company. Yes, that is the problem. What NBFC will have if you are IND AS non-compliant IND AS. Are you getting my point? Have you understood or confused? Yes, please. That time it is applicable. Yeah, her question is, if NBFC is a holding company, NBFC holding company and subsidiary also NBFC company, but subsidiary company 80 CR. Now the rule of holding subsidiary will be applicable. Okay. But if the parent is non-NBFC, then the rule of holding and subsidiary will not apply. One more question. Yes, please. Then it is applicable, no? Both are non-NBFC you are talking. Yeah, in your example you gave that. What is that? I'll write. Okay, parent company, subsidiary company. Tell me now, first situation number one. Parent is NBFC. Subsidiary is, this is non-NBFC. Okay, it is applicable. Applicable. Then next, second circumstance. It is we wrote it anyhow. Non-NBFC. Okay, then this is NBFC. NBFC ko it is 80 CR. Correct na? So then it is not applicable. Because you have to follow only when you have 250 CR. But the only one more problem I told. But for consultation purpose, you have to give full information. Only disclosures will not be like NBFC. NBFC ka why am I talking na? NBFC normal disclosure means another 40 pages minimum extra data will come. So much of disclosures will be required for NBFC. Are you getting my point? Because RBI disclosures also should be given, right? And ECL and so much of that much of disclosures will not be required because you are clubbing it with an NBFC, na? To such deeper level, it will not go. Then, any other? Can I go back? Right. They want to take a screenshot, maybe. Just a second. Few seconds. Quickly take and let me know. Done. Right. It's clear, no? This example is given by ICAI. Okay. Not ICAI, that's the rule basically. Fine. It is not applicable, not necessary. Well, exactly, time is also there. Let's take a break for, yeah, 5 minutes or 10 if you have an account or something in LinkedIn. Be connected. Uh, where I kept seminars. Some 2 days before also we had some seminar for PSUs. This COG is there, Controller and Auditor General. I'll be a regular faculty there also. Directly, I mean, this is a small one. I mean, if you are already there, just be connected. Can you see that? So, current. We have the mobile. You are there, just connect, be connected, because I'm telling you many things. Sometimes I do post it in the LinkedIn. Any update or small videos or technical stuff. See, this is for reading purpose, learning, adding value. Okay, not from exam point of view. Don't expect exam point of view. Things will be very less. Right? Deactivated. How come? Account is there. Fine. Chalo then I'll share it to you later. Yeah. Uh, presentations, final, applicability, introduction. Yeah. This is few pages are related to this. Later we need to write it and you have to copy it. From this onwards you copy it. Don't delay further. Um, few slides, maybe 5 6 slides will be there. Later I need to write it. You also will be copying. Okay. Right. I don't have full stuff. Right. Whatever I am doing here, what is that? IND AS introduction or I mean important basics related. Okay. First introduction we are doing this. Right. So 1 second. No, this is wrong file. I'm sorry. Right. Before getting into the basics or any standard, okay, you need to have some understanding. The reason why am I doing like this? Lot of interlinking is there. Okay, right. Listen carefully. The minute I start, no, I'll tell amortized cost karke something I'll tell. What is amortized cost? That word is from IND AS 109. How do you know then? Next word will come. I'll go to government grants only. But I told na, government grants is 20. Link it to 109. If you don't know 109, then I cannot complete IND AS 20 also. That's why what did I do? Few topics which are relevant, which are required to start with. So only that extent I am explaining right now. Understood? So that I can take up any standard, then you will be able to understand. But when we go to respective standard of IND AS 109, once again we'll deal it. That time more deeper and deeper will go. Right now what I'll do? Lighter way. Okay, just to make you understand the concept. Right. Right. How many IND AS are there totally? Any idea? This is 39 as of today. IND AS 116 is the last number. 117 is not yet active. Okay, effective नहीं है अभी तक नहीं है. Till date I am talking. Tomorrow if it comes, that is not coming. 2018 में आ रहा है. Fine. So 28, sorry. 2028 में it is coming, not now. Most of you must have written. And again I told, even if it comes also, it is not applicable to CA final syllabus. Right. Out of 39 standards, my dear, they have left 4 standards out. Why 4 standards out? These 4 standards are, what do you say? Specific to the industry. Okay, like say insurance contracts, right? Why insurance you need to learn? If you really wanted to be expert in insurance, no, you become expert after qualifying, no? Agree or not? And it was little bit, I should say, first time when they have made this syllabus, no? I mean, new syllabus aa gaya. I mean, I should say, uh, I don't know, I don't want to use the words. Fine. Hello. ICA, for what reason, I don't know. First 6 marks or 8 marks asked from insurance contracts here. Just to screw you up, you guys. Correct. Insurance contract, first mandatory question, may 6 to 8 marks question, they kept it. Seriously, that time I was also not comfortable with that question. But subsequent next attempt, they said, no, we don't want to ask. When you know that why you screwed for first 2 attempts. Seriously, that's the worst problem. That is, India is 29 is higher inflationary countries ko that standard is applicable. India is not a higher inflationary country. Higher inflationary country means inflation rate will be like 200 to 300%. Our percentage 4 to 5%, not crossing 6. Okay, na? Right. So it is not applicable. That's why they only kept it aside. India is 104 for insurance contract. This 104 will be getting replaced by 117. Once 117 comes, 104 will go. Okay. But anyhow, both are insurance related specific industry. 106 is for extraction of minerals and related things. That is also specific industry. A small number of companies who are dealing with this is very small. In the entire companies, the percentage will come not even 1%. So what is the point in understanding? This next is power related company 114. Deferred credit accounts, something are there. Okay, power related companies. Not every company power related company also. That again, that chunk also is very small. That's why it is specific to an industry. That's why they said, fine, what do I say? Not applicable. So net effect is 35, which I already spoke. 35 was applicable to us. Right. That is a basic information. Listen now this. IFRS also same 39 are there. IFRS numbers, total numbers are 39. As you know, numbers will not be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ऐसा नहीं होता. Right? IND AS 1 is there. IND AS 2 is there. Next, IND AS 3 is not there. IND AS 7 directly. Okay. Right. Cash flow statement. IND AS 8 is there. 9 is missing. 10 is there. 11 is missing. 12 is there. Okay. 12 to 16 between nothing is there. You understood? So number will be different. Right. One question, tell me. I'm asking you. Are you supposed to mandatorily write the standard number in the exam? Yes. If you don't write, what will happen? Half mark to 1 mark cut. Okay. I was examiner for 5 6 years. Corrected almost 5,000 papers. Okay. So I know what happens. Got it? You have to write it. Right. Next. How do you remember that? Mugging up mein nahi hota. Whenever we start speaking, let's be clear. Whenever I say PPE, I don't want to use the word PPE. I'll say IND AS 16, I'll talk. I'll try to force you little like that angle. Got it? Got my point? 16 PPE करके first initially I'll tell. At later point of time, PPE I'll delete. I'll keep only 16. You got my point? Then you will be habituated. Don't worry. You will feel more comfortable with the standard numbers. It's an important, very much important, required. Right? It is followed by the entire world. First of all, IFRS is followed by entire world except three. Out of these three also, na, first one will not come, will never come. Okay, you know, US is like they're separate, they are not human, they're different. They don't want to come. Initially, they promised 2015 में हम भी आएंगे करके they promised. When I was in Deloitte. On behalf of Deloitte, I was also in one team where we used to help. I mean, Deloitte का study material का थोड़ा information I was also participating. Very little. Deloitte is a ocean. What is Ravikanth is this much. ना dot भी नहीं होता है. Correct ना? Right. So I was also part of some technical writing में थोड़ा. Right. We did all, but subsequently USA announced that no, we don't want to come. US gap is separate. It will be there US gap and IFRS. Two gaps will be there in the future. China will come in a year or two. It's almost ready. Japan also is going to come very soon. But they are in the loop. It's going to happen very soon, not long way. So entire world is going to follow. Canada is following IFRS. Mexico is following IFRS. Everybody of that South America, North America, every choda country also, if you take, they are following. I'm telling you, getting my point. Except USA, those states, they do not follow. That's it. Got it? Right. So IFRS may, right, this is information, Amma. This is information. You whether you write, do not write, doesn't matter much. But understanding is very much important. If you don't understand, you will be confused. I'm telling you, like, you will be considered as ignorant. Like, okay, next, numbers are very important. When you are speaking with the professional later point of time, after qualification, before qualification, they'll talk in numbers. If you see, ये number क्या है करके question mark face रखा दो ना. You understood my point? Then they'll consider that this guy don't know only. Agree? This is how it happens. Right? Be very careful. There are 4 names internationally. What are the 4 names? One is IAS. IAS starts like IAS 1, 2. I told na, 3, 4, 5, 6 not there. 7, 8 is there. Again, it goes like that. Last number, IAS number is 41. It will not grow further. Okay, 41. There is one more name is there. IFRS name is there. IFRS is, full form, correct? International Financial Reporting Standards or statement. People use differently. This one is there like 1, 2, 3, continuously is there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, continuously right now till 16 tak IFRS 16 is the date, number. Okay, listen carefully. One more name also is there internationally, SIC, Standard on Interpretation Committee. Standard on Interpretation Committee. I written, okay. Na? What is this, sir? This is nothing but interpretation standard of first one, IAS ka interpretation standard. Are you getting my point? First name is what? IAS. IAS ka interpretation standard is SIC. Okay, right. Next, IFRIC. IFRIC we call. Right. I'm writing like this. This is the interpretation standard. For this interpretation standard is IFRIC. IFRS 1 का interpretation हो गया तो that will be IFRSIC only will be written. IAS का interpretation आया तो it will be written as SIC. Old names. They don't want to change and they don't want to combine. Are you getting my point? That is their logics and all you should not ask. Got my point? They had old set of standards. They want to continue with the same name. They got a new set of standards. Are you getting my point? That also that they'll continue. Both the right now in international community, 4 standards are there. 4 names are there. IAS, IFRS, SIC, IFRIC. Okay, right. But in days, how many names are there? Any idea? Guess. Even if you don't know, one only. That is IND AS. How do you accommodate all these things? Correct, na? Different names. Very simple we did. IND AS ka name, paragraph number also same. First remember this. IAS 1 में example. IAS 1 में right. IAS 1 में paragraph number para 1 is there. Example 2, 3. They deleted 3 something. They deleted 4 example. They started with 5. Correct na? IND AS में what do we do? We'll also delete 4. That's all. Are you getting my point? Why do you need to delete your writing first time na? No, we don't. We want to ensure the same level. Correct. A reader of IND AS, if he reads the IAS information, we can correct na. यहाँ पे 4 is exactly 4 paragraph our side also. It will be easy for me to link. Otherwise, I have to search. So para to para, not only the standard number, para to para number also same. If you don't want something, we'll delete that, but continuation number will continue. We'll write intentionally deleted para 3, 4 करके ऐसा लिखेंगे. Hope you understood. Para reference also same. Right. Right. Now here one question mark should come. IAS 1 को IND AS 1 करके डाल दिया. IFRS 1 को what do you write then? That's all. Plus 100 we have kept. We don't want to keep correct. Now, IFRS 1 ko what did we do? IND AS 101. 100 plus. Have you followed me? So what is IND AS 115? IFRS 15. IFRS 15 means IND AS 115. Getting my point? That's all. That is one small thing what we have done. Plus 100. IFRS name ko plus 100 dal diya. And what about SIC and IFRS? Where have you accommodated? It is required na? Obviously required. We kept it under respective standard ka appendix में डाल दिया. Where did we keep? Respective standard, correct na? Suppose, see, interpretation means interpretation to which standard? Which paragraph? There must be some basic, na? So this is related to this is related to IND AS 16, sir. So then that SIC, I'll take it and keep it under appendix A, appendix B, appendix C. करके I have IND AS 16 में continuation will be there. So now our literature में only one name, that is IND AS. No other names. Correct. Later, at later point of time, when you want to listen to any video which they have mentioned in IFRS, correct, or if your company is going to be correct, IFRS oriented, London based or some other company, correct. If you suppose, sir, I am working for one Dubai company, sir. Now Dubai follows what? Complete IFRS. Adoption. They have not converged. They have adopted. Got my point? So they will always speak in this language. But that same language we know. But just interlinking, you should know, that's all. Otherwise, matter is almost same. Correct? Just linking. Names are changing. Right? Is it 100% same or 100% different? 99.9% same. What is same? IFRS. I can say not similar even. I don't know what is the 19% ko. What should I write? Karke? Okay, na? This is same as India. I mean, we are same as IFRS. 99.9%. 0.1% forget. If anybody asks, you know IFRS means yes, I know IFRS. That's all. Don't talk about this. How much is the difference is there? Now, how many pages? If you put it in a A4 size printout, no. So 4 to 5 pages में आ जाएगा. 4 to 5 pages any day you can read. 4 to 5 page printout दे दिया तो 4 to 5 pages में we can put what all the differences. I hope you understood. That's it. That is one basic information very much required. Now, India's complete set of financial statement. What are the complete set of financial statement? Any idea? We'll discuss little more and more about this. Now we are actually entering into the main part. Right. Is it linked to somewhere subject? Yes, this is part of IND AS 1 also. I'm not naming it. When we go to specific standard, will read out once again. That time you will get the interlinking you will get. But it's required. These are all important basics to start the class. If you are not done with these basics, then you are not ready for IND AS. You are not ready for IND AS. Directly if you enter, no, you will come out in the same speed. You have to come out. Okay, very important, very crucial. Every word is important. Okay, listen carefully. So as you know, complete set of financial statements means what, my dear? Balance sheet, sorry, statement of P&L, cash flow statement, statement of changes in equity, notes to financial statements. Correct na? Here only one more new addition is there. Statement of P&L includes other comprehensive income. What is other comprehensive income? Immediately I'll discuss. Just for the time being, you write it as OCI. Other comprehensive income. As I likho, in discussion will happen now, today. Okay. What is it? Karke we'll see. How does it happen? I'll take one small example. I'll take you through. Some 10 minutes lagega. Let it happen, but you will understand once for all. Then you will not ask me what is OCI. Karke question only will not ask. Okay. So profit and loss statement, right? There is one more name for this, my dear. There is one more name for this. Any idea by chance? Statement of comprehensive income means it is both P&L plus. You write somewhere here only. You write, my dear. Statement of comprehensive income. Statement of comprehensive income. What is statement of comprehensive income? That is nothing but P&L plus OCI ko people call it as, not people call, standard only calls as comprehensive. Statement of comprehensive income. Remember, you have to remember new words. This is a new gap. So many new words I will be adding to you, your vocabulary. Okay. Yes, you have to welcome that. Right? Because when you're reading the bare standard or question also, na, in ICA question mein what is statement of comprehensive income karke de diya uno. You don't know what it is. Then how do you understand the question only first? And is he talking something from outside? No, it is not. He's not talking from outside. He's talking. We give always from balance sheet, no ma. You look at any UK company or outside Indian company, first what will come? Have you ever seen by chance? P&L will come. First P&L they'll give, next balance sheet they'll give. We give all the time balance sheet. It's okay, but matter is same. Nothing to worry. Right. Statement of profit and loss, including other comprehensive income. Right. Next statement of cash flow statement basically. Right. And statement of changes in equity. Are you aware of this? SOCIE. Correct. Na? We'll discuss that also little bit. You know it anyhow. Next is obviously notes. Notes to financial statements. Notes to financial statements. This is complete set of financial statements we call. Yeah. What is OCI? We have to discuss. We'll discuss. Just give us some time. Right. Generally, comparative, how many years will give comparative? 2. Correct. Na? 2 is minimum. Somebody wants to give 3, you can give. That's your financials. You can give how many you want. Okay. Nobody will stop you. Here also everywhere will give 2 years. That is nothing but current year and previous year ka comparatives will provide. Everywhere internationally also this is the only practice. Except few companies they wanted to give. The rare circumstance. Very rare. Okay. Don't correct. But in there are 4 circumstances are there, my dear. 4 circumstances are there. Exceptional circumstances. There balance sheet will be given. 3 columns will be given. Are you getting my point? Normally it is 2. Current year, previous year. But there are 4 circumstances in the entire IND AS. It is told in 2-3 places. I am just combining at one place. First one is first adoption. 4 cases. First adoption of financial IND AS. First time you are entering into the IND AS. From AS to IND AS you are jumping. So that time you have to give mandatorily third balance sheet. Third only balance sheet. This is applicable for only for need to provide only third balance sheet. It is not for P&L. It is not for cash flow statement. It is not for P&L. It is not for cash flow statement. It is only balance sheet. Ko third column also is required. What is third balance sheet? We are going to write now. Okay, right. But first situation is what? First time. First time will happen how many times? Life may one time. Anyhow, once you get in, you will not get out now. So lifetime any company ko one time will happen. Next, what about other 3 circumstances? Other 3 circumstances, retrospective application of a new accounting policy. Whenever a new accounting policy you want to follow, maybe is it because of IND AS requirement or because of your wish and will, I wanted to make my better presentation karke you heard na? Accounting standards mein. Can you change accounting policy? Yes. If it is for better presentation, I can change it. Yes, you only changed it. Then third balance sheet is required. Must. Next is what? Retrospective restatement kiya. What did you do? Retrospective restatement you have done. When do you do retrospective restatement? Prior period errors hai to you will do retrospective restatement. We'll discuss little later. But just information. Error happened. Last year I forgot something. Now what you will know, you need to do? We'll discuss detailedly. In under IND AS 8 में discussion हो जाएगा. Now IND AS में क्या करना? AS में क्या हो रहा है? Tell me. Prior period error you identified now in the current year. What do you do? Will show in the current year. And the P&L separately will show or not? Yes or no? And for tax purpose it will be disallowed also. Income to I think they will take. Expenditure they will disallow. Correct? No? Yeah. Whatever it is. Do you need to show separately or not? Yes or no? Correct. IND AS में क्या होता ना? आपको नहीं पता चलेगा. We'll go and add into the respective head in the previous year. Suppose salary में miss हो गया. Example. What did I say? I did an error in the salary. Now what do I do? Error related to which year? Previous year. We'll go to last year. A salary number change करके आ जाओ. You understand my point? We'll go to, but we have to give disclosure also. Disclosure will be there, but on the face of the P&L not apparent. On the face of the P&L prior period item करके heading नहीं मिलेगा. Sir, I saw one IND AS financials they have written. That means they don't know IND AS. That's all. There is no discussion further. Got it? No concept of prior period will come. No concept of extraordinary item. Exceptional can come, but not extraordinary will come. Fine. Listen. Remember that. Next. Fourth is reclassification of financial statement items. This is crucial. Many people do reclassify. They don't do this, whatever I am telling. What is reclassification, my dear? Moving the balance sheet item from current to non-current. Or earlier I thought it is
You got my, like, I thought it is this financial asset. No, no, no. I understood it is non-financial asset. It's a movement you are shifting. What do we do normally? Tell me, ma. We'll write one note in the below last में एक note लिखेंगे. क्या note लिखेंगे? Numbers are restated accordingly करके previous year numbers also restated. One normal 1.5 line का information मिलेगा. Do you remember? When you're preparing financial, last 1 to 3 last में 1 to 3 में यही number आएगा. Previous year numbers also reclassified accordingly whenever there is required. Correct? Our sentence should be deleted. Our sentence should not be there in IND AS. Okay, you have to write very clearly which one you have reclassified, why reclassified. If in case if you have reclassified, third year balance sheet is must. You understood my point? Reclassification is not free. Third year balance sheet bolna padega. Are you getting my point? You have to give the third year balance sheet. Is it clear to you so far? How many circumstances, my dear, totally where you need to give third balance sheet? 4 circumstances. First circumstance, right? First adoption. That is anyhow one time. Right. Next is change in accounting policy. That also will not happen frequently. Correct? Now, have you seen any company changing policy? Yeah, rarely happens. Correct? Now, happens, but you have to check. Correct? Now, actually, it won't happen. Right. Third and fourth is what generally happens. Prior period errors to happen. That is normal. Generally happens. But again, I'm telling you, prior period also chota mota errors are. मेरा company को correct ना. I have seen one financial statements of some company. That guy qualified for 4 lakh rupees of something. 4 lakh rupees के qualify किया. Have you seen the turnover there? Turnover is 1000 crores. Crores में है रे. 4 lakh को qualification करना क्या? We have to teach him auditing once again. Correct ना? There should be some materiality concept, some true and fairness concept that can be told in the car or no. That is related to some statutory dues or something. You should have informed in the car. What is the point of qualifying the opinion? It's okay. Few people will be like, we can't change them. We need to understand. Take the joke and go. That's all. Okay, right. What to do? Right. I hope you understood. Prior period error आ जाएगा. Yes, prior period error में also you have to give the third balance sheet. Reclassification of financial statement items. There is one small subject to करके point is there with respect to reclassification. Why means if the reclassification or prior period does not impact my equity. क्या बोला? बैलेंस शीट को नहीं इंपैक्ट नहीं कर रहा है, ओनली पी एंड एल को इंपैक्ट कर रहा है, देन थर्ड बैलेंस शीट इज नॉट रिक्वायर्ड. दैट विल डिस्कस स्पेसिफिकली अंडर इंड एस 8, not now. This is just basics explanation, that's why I have not done. But specifically deeply will go. That was also asked one time question in the exam. That is there as a concept, but it will be asked. Okay, right. Chalo. What is third balance sheet you mean, sir? Very simple, about nothing. Correct. Now, current year 31st March 26 I am taking, and all my presentation 26, which is going to come, but I know. Yes, we'll take it. Right. Previous year will be 31st March. 25 will be 31st. Correct. Now, third balance sheet will be previous year opening balance sheet. So, which date I should write there? 1st April or 31st March? 1st April 2024. 4, not 5. Correct. Na? Right. 1st April 24 will be writing one more column. Got it? Right. Listen carefully. One more. Right. Next, P&L consolidated financial correct. Now, P&L, not CF. CF means cash flow statement here. Statement of changes in equity. 2 years ko sufficient. Because 2 years means what, my dear? Profit is for the period. No. Automatically from 1/4/24 to 31st March 25, profit, sales, or expenditure is only is coming in this year. Correct? Na? Anyhow, this period to this period is already covered here. Agree? So I don't need to give third column. Third column for P&L, third cash flow also. Flow from opening to closing is flow. Correct? Na? Statement of changes in equity also opening to closing only. Changes from where to where? Opening to closing is only change. Agree? So we are already doing it. We don't need to give a third column for P&L, cash flow, statement of changes in equity को नहीं चाहिए. Hello, understood? Right. Here one more point is there. Normal confusion, practical issue में I'll tell you. Notes to financial statements. Sir, balance sheet में PPE करके 1, 2, 3 numbers are there. Are you getting my point? Balance sheet में PPE करके क्या? 1, 2, 3 numbers are coming. Notes में भी 1, 2, 3 should I give? Only 2 if I give sufficient. Are you getting my point? Suppose trade receivables. Correct? Trade receivable. 2026 का number, say 5,000 crores. This is equal to 3,500 crores. This also I must have given correct ना, say 4,200 crores करके some number I kept it. In the notes, do I need to give 3 columns? In the notes, do I need to give only 2 columns? Balance sheet में 3 columns you gave. First statement, correct? In the notes, do I need to give 3 columns or 2 columns? 3. Mandatory nimdishtana. Mandatorily not required. Only in case of first adoption, mandatory. In case of other 3 circumstances, it is optional. But people do give. Understand? Yeah, that is what. First, what is mandatory you do? Voluntarily, you can do anything. That is up to you. We left to you. Correct? Correct. Na? First adoption ko 3 column must in the notes also. Must. You don't have a choice. But with respect to, see, third balance sheet is coming out of 4 circumstances. Repeat all of you for me. First one is first adoption of IND AS. Second one, retrospective application of accounting policy. Next one, retrospective restatement of financial statement. Next one, reclassification of financial statement. First statement में balance sheet में भी देना, notes में भी third column is must. Clear? But next 3 circumstances है ना, ये next 3 circumstances को it is not must. People do give, let them give. More disclosure, I don't stop. Are you getting my point? More disclosure, that is not, if you give, it's not wrong. Not necessary, that's all. That is up to you. Your financials, your paper, whatever you want to write, you write. Why will I stop you? Hello, understood? I hope this is simple only. I think you are clear. Can I go ahead? Okay. Hope online friends are understanding. Yeah. Hello, guys. So, what is OCI? Let's spend some time. I'll do it, some disclosure I'll give. You don't need to copy now this. Just observe. Observation is required. I will write something on the board. That time you copy it. Okay, I'll give a sequence of accounting. I'm mostly not possible. Time is 10 minutes are left. Tomorrow morning, first only we'll do that job. Okay. But understand. See, if I see first of all, this is income definition just for understanding. Income definition, do you remember? I mean, by chance, there are some of my students also, I mean, inter students also are there. My class must have in CA inter must have started with what is asset, what is liability, correct? That I think you'll remember for lifetime. Right? So here, what is income? What is income? Same definition, no change in AS to IND AS, no change. Income is, the way the income defining is very difficult, practically speaking. From the P&L side, if you start explaining what is income, no, there is no limit for it. Your definition requires pages, not lines. Got it? That's why the beautiful way of international and nationally, whatever it's done, in one simple word, increase in asset or decrease in liability, ultimately impacting my equity. Equity should go up. Are you getting my point? What I say? Right? One sec. Yeah. What is that? Increase in asset or decrease in liability. Correct, na? But ultimately, what should happen? Increase in equity. Equity may increase hona. Equity means nothing but equity. Equity means what? Net worth. Net worth means share capital plus reserves and surplus. Can I keep like that? So that chunk should go up. Are you getting my point? So, but other than contribution by the owners. Because suppose if you issue shares, what will happen? Tell me. What is the entry? Bank debit, share capital debt, credit. Correct now. What is happening? Here also increasing. Here also increasing. Is it called income? No, it is not income. That's why excluding contribution by the owners. Because contribution by owner time also it will satisfy. That's why they said no, contribution is not an income. Done. So what is happening once again, all of you please? Increase in assets or decrease in liabilities, ultimately increase in equity. That is income. Correct now. But does it mean that every income should go to income includes profits, gains, everything? But I said what is income. But did I say every income should go to P&L? I never told. It may go to P&L, it may not go to P&L. Are you getting my point? Yeah, have you heard revaluation reserve? Revaluation, you have done revaluation. 100 rupees asset became 150 rupees. Correct. Now, revaluation gain has come. What has come? Revaluation gain has come. Tell me now, is it a gain, is it income or not? Why it is not income? Listen, first satisfy the definition or not. Answer. Is it increase in asset? Yes or no? Right. Is it increasing equity? Why not, Ray? No. Reserves and surplus में revaluation reserve बढ़ रहा है ना? Is it increasing? What is the journal entry will pass na for 50 rupees? Tell me. Property, plant and equipment account debit to revaluation reserve. Am I right? This is so known to all of you. Correct. It's not something new I am telling. Correct na? So what is increasing? Asset up. Next, equity also increased or not? Done. Is it income or not? Is it a contribution by owner? No, it is not a contribution by owner. I told that's why every income need not go to P&L. Some income will go to reserves and surplus directly. Some income will go to reserves and surplus directly. Are you getting my point? Have you heard FCTR by chance? Do you remember? I know you have done CA Inter some years back. Correct na? FCTR, Foreign Currency Translation Reserve. Correct? When will it come? I'll recall for you. Okay na? Suppose a foreign currency balance sheet subsidiary आ गया और branch है because you studied branch. Foreign currency branch, TB will take it. Correct na? In numbers I will translate it into dollar. I will translate into Indian rupee. Correct na? Indian rupee when you translate it, whether your TB tallies exactly, it will never tally. Why means balance sheets ko one asset ko one rate you have taken, P&L ko P&L items ko one rate you have taken. Rate difference is there. TB leke everything into 90, 90, 90, 90. If you do it na, then TB will tally. In dollar also it will tally, rupees also it will tally. But what happens? Exactly? Assets ko different rate, liabilities ko same rate, but P&L items ko average rate will take. When you take average rate, one number is translated different rate, this number is different rate, then how will your rupee TB will tally? Will not tally. Our difference will come na. Just are you able to imagine? Our number is called FCTR. What is that called? FCTR is also income because it is increasing my asset one side and it is sitting in the reserves another side. Is it income? Yes. That is also income, but it is not going to P&L, but it is gone to directly reserves. Now observe carefully. So my definition talks about income. Income is increase in asset or decrease in liability, ultimately increase in equity. It not necessarily realized or unrealized. Definition में sentence ही नहीं है. It includes profits, it includes gains, whatever the name you want to call, you call. I don't care. But sales, if you talk, somebody takes income is equal to revenue करके by mistake people tell. Revenue means sales amma. Sales is a small number na. Income is big. Foreign exchange gain, income. I sold PPE for profit, income. Correct na? Government grant आ गया, income. Agree? Intangible asset बेच दिया, income. So many type of incomes are there, right? So revenue is only subset. Revenue is what? Subset. I hope you understand, right? That's what. Look at the sentence. Every income need not be transferred to profit and loss statement. It should be accounted as per the respective IND AS. Are you getting my point? Yeah, IND AS will talk about where should I transfer. It will not go to P&L all the time. Agree? Right? I'm going to next slide. If you have not noted also, I'll tell you. Immediately after the class, it will be in your mobile. Fine? Right? You are not losing anything. Right? Just observe, Nana. Fine. Inventory is there, 100 rupees. Okay, this is a small example. You sold it for 50. Correct, na? 50 rupees profit has come. Is it income or not? Yes, my asset has gone up by 50. Profit also has gone up by 50. Is it income or not? Yes, it is income, no doubt. In the same way, PPE ko dekho yaar, PPE ko dekho. Yeah, 1000 rupees asset revalued to what number? 1300 rupees ko revalue. So what is the entry you will pass for 300? PPE account debit, revaluation reserve credit. Correct na? So yes, we will change this to 1300, right? Is it income? Definition satisfies or not? Yes. Yes means income. Is it realized or unrealized? Whatever it is, income only na? Income, that's all. So standard tells what? Transfer it to revaluation reserve karke bolega. Now listen carefully. Is it income means? Yes. Unrealized income. Now, but there are so many such kind of unrealized incomes are there in the accounting. Financial statements may have. But where are you showing it to people? You are not taking it to P&L, true. I agree with you. It shouldn't be taken. Some reason, some logic is there. I agree with you. I'm respecting your logic. Me, a reader of financial statements. How will I get to know? There are some incomes directly hitting reserves and surplus, but not part of P&L. Agree? Whether investor would like to know this or not required? Would like to know. I will never calculate revaluation reserve profit based EPS को नहीं calculate करेंगे. I will not take it. But do I need to know or not? Yes or no, my dear friends? Yes. That's why those unrealized incomes, some specific items, I'll tell you. Just look at this. Like FCTR, revaluation reserve ko, what is that? Some specific exhaustive list, only specified. Yeah, this is exhaustive. Okay, exhaustive list. It is not like whichever. Okay, no. Some 8 to 9 items are counted. I don't remember exactly counting. 8 to 9 items roughly I'm telling. 8 to 9 items are there. Only 8 to 9 item kind of incomes which are unrealized, which will not be touching my P&L immediately, will be showed in the OCI. In accounting standards, will show P&L. All this revaluation gain, FCTR ko directly will hit in the correct. But now what should I do? I will disclose it under OCI. Detailed discussion, number, movement, everything I will show you tomorrow, not now, because time now not there. Okay, right. Observe carefully. Observe carefully. This is one Reliance company ka, I believe. Reliance or Infosys. Mostly Infosys, not Reliance. Okay, doesn't matter. Yeah, statement of profit and loss for whichever the year. Correct na? See, if you observe carefully, what is the profit and loss, my dear? This is the P&L. Okay, right. Even though heading is written as statement of profit and loss, it is not just statement of profit and loss. Statement of profit and loss plus other comprehensive income. Yeah, they can change this name, but India mein we don't change it. Total statement of total comprehensive income be likh sakte, because both are one and the same. Getting my point? Right. So that is P&L item. Where is other comprehensive income item? Immediately down mein aa raha hai. Are you able to see something? Immediately down. Sir, can't we have a separate statement, sir? Not allowed in India. Internationally allowed, India may not allowed. In India may not allowed. It cannot be a separate statement. It just need to be just immediately down to the PL. That starts OCI. Is that clear? Where it comes? Correct. Sir, what will be there in this? This is there in the A company ka number. Okay, just observe what is there, my dear. OCI for the correct OCI hai na? OCI may just read it. Profit for the year means this is PAT amma. Just starting with PAT karke I gave that breakup also. Observe what all there. Just read it. One just go through. Because everybody must have not worked on the IND AS assignments. Correct na? So try to learn something. Other comprehensive income heading hai. इसमें one items that will not be reclassified to profit and loss. This concept is there, and tax related to that. Next, items that will be reclassified to P&L and tax related to this. This is total other comprehensive income. This is the again total comprehensive income. देखो इधर लिखा हूँ. This is nothing but if you say this is A, this is B, this is going to be A plus B. Are you able to catch it? Okay, right. Actually, here only one circumstance is there. That's why they have told like that. Actually, they have to, if it is more than one circumstance, hai to, you have to write detailedly. I told 8 to 9 items are there. No, 8 to 9 items ka details likhna padega. Okay, right. Because they have further explained it at a different note. That's why kept quiet. Generally, you will see like 1, 2, 3 items will come. One person, one style. Nothing wrong in this. Nothing. Nobody is wrong. Everybody is right. Is it clear to you? Right. Tomorrow we'll discuss what do you mean by classified into, what is not classified into, what is this? Correct na? New terminology, isn't it? When do you call, when do you put OCA करके बोला, again OCA में further 2 lines करके बोल रहा है आप, correct ना? Yes, it is. It is like that. Okay. We'll see that. This is going to be first one. This is going to be second one. As I already explained it to you. Right. We'll discuss more and more about this. What will be, I mean, when will it come under first head? When will it come under next head? Some knowledge is required, Amma, because the minute I'll go, like say after 2, 3 standards, I'll go to IND AS 16, which is PPE. Okay, which is PPE. Do you remember accounting standard 6 was there earlier, long ago? I think you guys studied only 10. Long ago, I mean 2016 ka before that was. AS6 was talking about depreciation, AS10 was talking about fix. Correct na? IND AS में 10 plus 6 करके 16 आ गया. PPE कर दिया. PPE will talk about both. Done? Right. Fine. So IND AS 16 is nothing but property, plant and equipment. We'll take an example with number, with flow from where to where, from the P&L OCI say reserves ko how will the number will go, statement of changes in equity ka will take you through. One sum, even if it takes some 15-20 minutes, one sum if you solve it, you will never get the doubts. Automatically the flow you will understand. You can only start preparing the things. Okay. See you tomorrow at 6:30. Sharp 6:30 will start. Even if 2 people are there, I'll start. Okay. Right.